Hey,
All
first
right.
collab, first going live. Awesome.
Yeah. A lot of people who probably watch my channel haven't really seen my face, most likely. So it's probably jarring.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting then.
Um. Okay. Well, what do you want to talk about first? What?
Bro,
I was
we
just
can
watching
talk.
Penn and Teller.
Oh yeah? Who was on?
I was watching their Saturday Night Live one, wherever Teller was inside the water,
Oh, yo.
the box, drowning.
Yo, yes. You talking about the skit, the old skit, with Penn and Teller?
I guess whenever he has to find the card in time before Teller drowns.
Oh my god. I don't know if I've seen that one. There's an older skit though. That's really, really funny, bro.
Because I know they referenced it before. They
Yeah.
referenced the Teller drowning. So it popped up on my feed. I was like, I actually haven't seen this one because it's old, like back when you can tell that Penn was
Oh,
young.
okay. You're probably talking about the same one. I think there was a couple of Saturday Night Lights live skits with Penn and Teller, which is
I've
pretty
seen
funny.
the one where they're upside down. I've seen that one.
Okay,
I've seen that one a
yeah. I've
lot.
seen that one too. Yeah. That's a
Um,
good one.
and then all their newer ones. I've seen those.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to box this up to, a point where we had to talk specifically about magic or anything like that. Um, like I said, I just came from a party, so my old
Hey,
lady's
me
kind of
too.
passing out. Yeah. Oh shit. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
I'm a little tipsy, so drink
Join the
some.
club.
Hey,
Join the club,
hold
my
on,
man.
hold on.
Join the club. Actually, I've been drinking this. I drink this whole fucking bottle, bro. And I'm not drunk yet. I'm feeling okay, but not drunk.
I finished the sake.
Sake, huh?
A drink. Okay, and then I'll take this. I'm not trying to get too drunk. I am actually a very lightweight.
I am the opposite, unfortunately. This is me. I drink this whole bottle.
Yeah, my fiance is a heavyweight. Like she can probably drink half a bottle and not feel it.
I actually saw an interesting thing about that. I was talking about how certain people genetically have gained an immunity to alcohol.
Genetically.
Which genetically, because of like for example, just to give you an example, an Irish person versus a Native American. Irish
Right.
have been drinking for a long time and built up a genetic immunity versus the Native American, which has not built up that long immunity over time.
That's
So,
crazy to be an alcoholic for that long that it's now in the genes to help you. That's insane.
well, I mean, you got to look at throughout history, right? Drinking water kind of unsafe. So they would drink wine, they would drink type of malts, beers. So I mean, it was a
Oh,
little bit
because of
safer
like
than
the
drinking water.
bacteria and
Yeah, parasites and all that type of stuff.
it was even worse back then. Let me move this
Yeah.
box real quick. What are you playing with there? I see you have a deck that you're fidgeting with.
Yeah. This is something I had at the party. Of course, you know what these are.
Oh
I
yeah,
literally
I've
told.
been carrying the October ones.
Oh yeah, dude, I got to
Yeah.
get a pair of those. They're awesome. I love how they look in the fucking black light, bro.
Oh, for real? Dude, my black light broke the first time I filmed with it.
No, really?
Yeah, here, I'll show you. I got it right here, actually.
Okay, I have a confession to make.
Oh yeah.
I sent that card to you. Remember that you opened up and it had subscribe to Beat on the Magician.
Yeah.
I'm kicking myself in the ass because I should have had the foresight to write on that card the four of spades and invisible ink that can only be viewed in black light, and that would have been awesome.
Mm,
That would have been like
yeah.
the greatest fucking trick on top of a trick, right?
The 18,000 IQ move right there. That'd have been like
I,
insane.
I could have done it. I could have done it, man. That would have been awesome, but I did not have the foresight for that. It's just I have so much. It's crazy, bro. I have so much knowledge, and there's like so much untapped shit that I have. I have hella books, and I don't have time to read them all. at least not all at once. It's just
Yeah.
it's a little overwhelming, honestly.
So, what if you had to like recommend a book? What would you recommend?
Card College.
Like it's a book called Card College.
It's a series of books called Card College by Roberto Giovi. As a matter of fact, I have his Card College Light, which are self-working tricks. There's 3 volumes of the Card College Light books, and there's also Card College the original, which is 5 volumes, very big, thick books, and they go above and beyond from beginner to mastery expert. And I am working my way through those books slowly. I've read
So
all
you
the
haven't
Card
finished them.
College Light. I have not finished the Card College, but I finished the Card College Light. I've read all 3 books, and I recommend them highly. Especially if you're not like that into sleight of hand, but you want something that's hard hitting.
Kobe's.
Look into the Card College Light.
That's
They're
self-working tricks, right? Like you said.
self working, but at the same time, there's stuff in there that is killer. Absolutely killer that I would recommend, 100%, 1,000 times over.
I mean,
Some of the tricks.
when I hear self-working tricks, I kind of think that's cheating. Personally, like it's really more of a math thing, right? It's more mathematical with the 52 cards.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. I mean, I do some self-working stuff all the time, and to your audience, to your layman, to the people that you're performing to, they don't know the difference. They don't. I can do a sleight of hand trick with an awesome result, and do a self-working trick with an awesome result. They cannot tell the difference because they don't know. They're unaware of the difference between the two. So it's like the difference between sleight of hand and a gaff. You're using a gaff to create an effect versus sleight of hand to create an effect. They both come across with the effect, right? But the method is oblivious to the spectator. So the method doesn't matter to anybody but us. The result is what matters to them. They're like, oh shit, mind blown, regardless of how it was done. Which is something that I get stuck with sometimes too, bro. This is called magician brain. When you start thinking too much. Yeah, it's literally there's a name to it. It's called magician brain. You start thinking a little bit too much like a magician, and you get kind of sucked into this, and you forget how a spectator works. And so every once in a while, I'll watch something, and I'll get fooled so bad, and I'll remember what it's like to be the spectator. And I love that moment. I love it when it happens. It's awesome.
How often do you get fooled?
Not as often as I'd like. But I do get fooled. I do get fooled a lot. Penn and Teller Fool Us is a good place to get fooled. There's a couple of magicians on YouTube that definitely fool you. Speaking of Penn and Teller's Fool Us, if you get a chance, check out one of my favorite magicians. I took a class with David Blaine, Aussie Wynn, and I forgot the third magician that was teaching the class, but Aussie Wynn does a performance on Fool Us, and I haven't been able to scratch the surface of exactly what's going on there and how he does his performance. I've worked it over in my head a couple of times, and it's just one of those that you're like, what's going on?
Aussie Wynn.
Aussie Wynn. ASIWIND. Yes. Also, he is the one with the Chameleons deck that I haven't reviewed yet. It's just I kind of do this shit spontaneously, so I don't necessarily have a game plan with any of this stuff, bro. Tutorials, any of this stuff that I do, is sort of like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me teach that, or this is a cool deck. People need to know about this. That's I've got a review on the which I think I've actually mentioned this deck a couple of times. The Night Flight deck coming up, and that's a great deck, bro. That's actually one of the ones that that gave you some trouble. You know what I'm talking about. The
Yeah.
game we play. The game we play. One of the ones that gave you a little bit of trouble, and
Well, we can't give it away.
it's funny because once you see it, you can't
Can't
unsee
unsee.
it. Exactly. I love it.
But coated backs, dude.
Oh, some
They're
of those
crazy.
shits are hard. Some
Yeah.
of them shits are fucking nuts, bro. Tell me. I mean, the first time I tried to read the David Blaine White Lions deck, I'm looking at it, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to see it better from far away. And I'm looking at it. So I put on my glasses. I'm looking at it. I'm like, fuck, bro. How does he do this shit, bro? He's like got fucking
Well,
crazy
considering
vision
he
or something.
probably, designed the deck from like square one and already had the idea probably going in, I mean, it makes sense. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're supposed to follow the lines in between. That's why they're called white lions. There's white lines. It's like a parallel there. You're supposed to follow those lines that actually help you. There's a whole another layer to it besides what we discussed.
mhm.
Next level shit, bro. Speaking of which, I was wondering, have you dabbled into any stack deck work or anything like that?
Nope.
There, there's some gold nuggets there. I'm still at this point. I'm still struggling because I used to box, right, and
Uh-huh.
I've got a couple head injuries and stuff like that. You know, I've been in a couple motorcycle accidents, car crash.
Oh,
I've
just
been hit.
confused.
I've been hit in the head. I've been abused, basically, right? So I have a little bit of a memory issue, and the whole premise of it is memorizing the stack, right?
Yeah, so like
Uh,
this stuff in there. So
yeah,
like that's talking about the order, right? And the order relates to certain tricks, and as long as you know the
there,
order, you can.
bro. There's so much you can do with that. Um, there's two books off the top of my head. One book is written by Ossie Wynn, who's actually he's an advisor and one of the people that creates tricks for David Blaine. Ossie Wynn wrote a book called Repertoire. Brilliant, absolutely. There's other stuff that's not memorized deck stuff in there. And there's another book by Juan Tamariz, who is a magician from Spain, which I believe we talked about magicians from Spain a while back. But Juan Tamariz is a brilliant, brilliant man, and he's the one who came up with the mnemonica stack, which is a
That's the one that like Daniel Madison and Chris Ramsey used, right?
oh yes.
Yeah.
It's probably between that and I want to say the Aronson stack are probably the two top stacks that are used by the elite magicians out there. It's difficult. I'll give you that, but there's certain things like there are some great things like any card at any number, bro. The best any card at any number, hands down. And I'm not giving anything away because if people want to purchase this book that I'm talking about, they can purchase it and find out how this is done for themselves. It's Repertoire by Ossie Wynn. He has hands down the best any card at any number ever. Plain and simple, any way you want to put it. But there's a lot of mental work that goes into it. But if you can master it, I still perform a couple different versions. I do a sleight of hand version. I've got a couple self-working versions that are pretty dope. I'm still working on my second deal. Let's just put it like that. I'm actually pretty good when it comes to the push off, which is something that you have to absolutely master. You have to master a push off, second push off, right? Because if you don't
Uh-huh.
master that second push off, you're not going to be able to perform any type of second deal,
Yeah. No,
right? So
I've seen it done, and I have no idea how it is done because people that I watch that do it so clean that it's really hard to.
the
How do
second
they?
deal,
Yeah. No, the push off. I have
The push
no
off.
clue.
Okay. Well, this will be the push off. This
Uh-huh.
is the push off right here. Look. So what was that? 5 of clubs, right?
Yeah.
5 of clubs, and
But what
right
I'm
there.
saying though is how you make it look so clean. Well,
Can I tell you
pushing out
something?
like every time
I'm
I
gonna.
try it, I flash immediately.
Can I tell you something? It took me, I'm gonna say, over a year of practice to get this to where I was comfortable performing it for people. And I learned specifically from Alex Pandrea is the one that taught me the master push off. And there's a lot of places you can learn this. Another place to learn it would be, oh my God, why am I forgetting his name?
It
It's in
happened.
the, it happens, bro. It's in the book. Fuck, now I want to really, I want to go over to my library and grab this book. Fuck, this is gonna bother me if I don't get this. Hold on.
All right. I mean, I'll
Fuck,
go grab it.
I remember. It's Andy Gladwin.
You can. Oh, too
Andy
late.
Gladwin's master push off. It just took me a minute to gather the information. This is the memory problem I was talking about.
All right. Push up.
Andy Gladwin was the
Andy
master
Glad.
push off. Now I learned the master push off from Alex Pandrea, which he has a very nice tutorial here on YouTube. And I actually took one of his classes. He had actually a class that he was teaching separately. And Alex Pandrea is one of those people that can rival Shim Lim when it comes to sleight of hand easily. He's insane with that shit. He's really fucking good. So if you're gonna learn it from the best, and learn it the right way the first time. It takes a little bit of practice. That
Oh yeah,
one.
a
Once you
lot of the sleight of hand requires practice, and then usually you have to have
so
like a
much.
mirror from the angles of the spectator to make sure you don't flash. And
I have mirrors that honestly I like to record myself
oh,
personally,
that
and
works too.
I
Yeah.
yeah that only gives you one angle. I have a 3-way mirror that I use sometimes. That works perfectly. Uh, but I do like to record myself from time to time doing the push off, right? And it looks okay. I think it's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. Probably needs a little bit of work.
I mean, I do the break. That's like my go-to for that.
Which there I've seen people that do the break and you don't even know they're doing the break.
Yeah, there's
Like
a way to do it. There's a way to do it, especially
yeah,
if you're very talkative. Because like I talk when I do tricks. Like I'm joking, so they don't even know.
distraction.
Yeah.
Which funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because I actually I have done the break the same exact way. I actually do a pinky count. The same thing as what I do now is I do that pinky count.
Uh-huh.
Which I don't have a problem teaching the pinky count. Do you know how to do the pinky count? It takes a little bit of muscle memory.
No.
Okay, so this one's interesting, and I think it's actually worth something, which is pretty cool because you can, if you need to grab a certain amount of cards off the deck, like let's say you need to do 3 or 4 cards in a double lift, you can do that very easily. So you want to get your cards here at a slight angle, and I press down here at the corner and pull down with my finger here in the middle. You got to, if you don't put your finger in the middle there, it's going to make it difficult. You want 1, 2. You'll feel it when it happens. 2 cards will come up. You then grab it, and this is, I actually learned this from Ben Earl. Ben Earl taught me how to do a good double lift. Not specifically the push off, but let's say if I'm doing that pinky count and you want to get that angle, right? You want to get the deck sort of angled a little bit there.
So we're
So
angling towards us, right? Is that what we're doing, or angling away?
you want to angle like this to where, here, let's see if I can get a better
Yeah, it's kind of
it's a little bit like this, right? Kind of like a pyramid shape here. You're kind of going
okay.
off down here. That way, once you put your finger here on the bottom, right, and you're using your thumb to counter pressure here, this
Uh-huh.
bottom end just wants to pop up on you. But you just got to be careful because you look one, look, see that one pop?
Yeah.
Look, two. You saw that? See, you
Yeah.
can actually see that, right? So once you get that break, there you have your pinky break at that point. What you could do this while you're talking, like you say, distracted. And what I like to do here is look, I grab that pinky break and I push it forward slightly. You saw what I did? What I did there? I kind of pushed it. Let's say if I have it here and I take it and I lift it and I go a little bit forward and I kind of pop the card out. It gives
Because
it a little
the
bit
finger is
dimension.
keeping it from.
Right. Right. It keeps everything square here. And then you can
Yeah.
also, if there's people in the back, you can show them the card, right? You can keep it like this. You can show them the card. And then you come back over here and just toss it back over. And at that point, you're freaking scot-free, right? Put it into the middle, boom, we're
Yeah.
back at the top.
See, that's something I'm gonna have to practice. The pinky count.
The pinky count is awesome, bro. Especially because I think that was like the second method that I learned. Because I think we all learned this, right? Am I wrong about this? We all learn to angle it slightly here and pull up and get those two cards, right?
Yeah.
At first, I remember actually seeing on David Blaine's first special him doing that shit, and I watched it not that long ago, and I'm just cringing at it. I'm like, oh no, what are you doing? But laymen don't know, of course.
Yeah. If
but
you know how the trick works, sometimes you immediately notice too.
yes, exactly.
Like if you know how the DPS works, you can tell immediately when a magician does it.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Unless you're like Mark Kobe, which is that guy that I showed you.
Yeah.
I started following his page and his shorts, man. You have no idea.
You know what makes that guy good? You know what makes that guy good? Is that he does false things that makes you think he's doing one thing when that's a distraction to what he's actually
What he's really
doing. And I watch him closely. I'm like, you sneaky motherfucker, you. He's good, bro. He's awesome. I mean, that's why he's the champion right now, bro, of Magic.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna say? That guy's awesome, bro. And
If you watch his shorts, dude, he does some crazy stuff, man. Yeah. And it's like his card control is insane.
Okay,
and I assume it's just practice.
We got Mike Smith here commenting, good morning. Good morning to you, Mike Smith. Sorry if I wasn't paying attention to the comments, but I just noticed that.
Oh, yeah, good morning. I have the comments on, but they didn't pop up. Okay. Interesting.
What's funny? Something I was actually talking about recently. And
question. He says question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Are you? Sure. Okay. Okay.
Do you busk? Do you busk? I don't know what that means. Do you? You know what he's talking about?
Nope.
I don't either.
Busk.
I don't actually know what that means. If you don't mind explaining yourself a little further.
We're gonna answer your question with a question.
Busking.
Feel like the cat. Oh. Let's see here.
Busking. Bro, you lost me. I'm sorry. I feel like maybe I should.
Activity of playing music in the street or another public place for volunteer donation. So I guess street magic. Is that what you're referring to, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See.
Yes, I do. I do street magic. I don't do it for money. I literally do it because I enjoy it. I perform for friends, family, and random strangers on occasion.
Yeah. I don't do magic anymore. So I don't be doing it.
We are talking magic, I guess, because I'm a magician and we both have a interest in magic.
I used to do I used to. We went to New Orleans, or not New Orleans. We went to where were we at? We were at Galveston, right? Yeah, we were at Galveston. And these two kids came up to us, right? Or three kids came up to us, and they had like playing cards, and they're doing tricks, right? So they came up and they're asking for money, and they're doing magic tricks and stuff. And my parents are like, "Oh, he's a magician." Let's see, what Cash App programs do you guys use to accept tip? I mean, I use Cash App, Zelle,
Yeah.
Venmo, PayPal. I use all of those. But like I said, I don't really go out busking. I've never heard that word before. Interesting.
Yeah, me neither. I guess I do it out of the passion for doing it more than anything else, really.
So, do you get
Um,
tips when you're going out there, even when you're not trying to? Do people go like, "Hey, let me pay you for that"? That was
no,
awesome.
I have before. People have wanted to hire me. They've paid me to, go out and perform. Um, and a lot of times I lowball everything um, very hard because I just enjoy doing it. And then people randomly gift me stuff, usually playing cards, ironically. Um, how much do I charge by the hour?
Or by the
Usually,
show.
okay, or charge by the show.
You charge by
Um,
show every hour.
Usually it's charged by the hour. It's like 50 or $60 per hour. But if I know the person personally, I'll give them a significant discount. Um, which there's been a couple of cases like that, far and few between, but there have been a couple.
Do you have like a website or something that if like or a card if people do just mention that, hey man, I would love a magician at my show.
I
And
don't currently, and the reason being is because I work so much. Like I was actually talking to you about earlier off the live. I work 12 hours a day, so I don't
yeah,
have a lot
which
of
is crazy.
time. Yeah, it's a lot, bro. But you got to do what you got to do for the family, man.
Yeah.
So I'm actually planning to work myself to the point where I can retire, and I'm trying to gain up enough magic knowledge to where I can build a show by the time I'm retired and actually do that for the rest of my life. So I don't have to work. I can just retire, get that 401k in, and perform magic. Combo packages that involve parlor table hops. Yeah, mostly it wouldn't be so much parlor with me. I'll be table hopping and we'll do what's called walk around. I'll do walk around or close up magic for people. That's kind of my style. I have friends. I actually have a friend of mine that does stage magic, um, which is pretty cool. It's actually my wife's best friend's husband. Does he
Best friend
does
in law.
Yeah, seriously. He does stage magic and he does shows here locally. And this is his card. If anybody's interested, he is definitely for hire. It's Magic by Nelson. And he is located here locally in Sebring, Florida, if anybody is interested. And I'm going to give him this little shout out because he's cool. I wish I could spend more time with him and hang out with him because I'm sure he's an older gentleman. He has a lot of years in the business, a lot of magic knowledge, and a lot of things I can learn from him. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I'd like. I do what I do for you guys here on YouTube. I try to do as much as I can possible. Um, Pricing ideas for combo packages. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so what would be like the
Pricing.
base price for, a somewhat knowledgeable magician performing and doing these
I
things?
think
For like a
okay,
package.
if you're talking about somebody who is a knowledgeable magician who's just starting off, it's going to be between $60 to $100 an hour for sure. Um, 60 on the low end and 100 on the high end of somebody who's just starting off, but
And that's
is
per show or per hour?
per hour.
Per hour.
Per hour. Yeah. Actually, the guy that I just showed you, I'm not sure of all his rates or how he charges anything, but the last show that I know he charged was $200 an hour. So, but he's mostly like a stage magician. He does a lot of
Mhm.
more of an older school magic. I'd say like 80s type style magic. Um, but you're
But
looking
you
at
said he
that.
approaches restaurants and clubs for combo packages. What you need to do
Okay.
is you need to get like a business card that is made with like the same air cushion as a playing card, and then do a trick and end it with like the color change to the business card to be like, here's
Let
my
me tell
card.
you, that is a brilliant idea. That is 100% brilliant idea. If you were to have a business card with a prediction on it, for example, that also has all your other information. Let's say you were to force a card, for example. Let's say you were to force a card. Let's see here.
Two of hearts.
Well, of course, yeah, of course, for me, it'd be the two of hearts, wouldn't it? But let's say if you were to force a heart, force a card, and then that card is predicted on
The business card.
your playing card that happens to be a business card. You could pull that out of your wallet and say, "Was this your card?" Give them the business card, and then say, "What are you talking about?" No, no, read the fine print, and there's your prediction there.
Yeah,
That's a great
double
idea, bro.
face. Be a cool double
Yes,
face, because then you can use it with any deck.
bro. Very good idea, Mr. Mike Smith. Very good idea. You can have one side printed the actual prediction and the other side all your information. That's great. I love that. That's awesome.
Just might be expensive, but
Actually, uh, I can recommend you to a company called Print by Magic. Print by Magic, I believe, is a European company that takes actual bicycle playing cards, blanks, and they print anything you want on them. They're a little pricey, but they're definitely worth it. I actually got a couple gaff cards by them. I've been meaning to do a review on them, but you know how that is.
I started my career on March 28th. Look at that.
All right, awesome, brother, awesome.
Nice.
Mike Smith. All right, put your information in here, bro, because I want to look you up and I want to kind of follow your career and see how you're doing, man. That's awesome. Can't wait to see it. 2 years of planning. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Do you have a show planned out?
Got to be proactive, man. Hell yeah.
I actually have
That's
a notebook.
literally like the base core of magic is being proactive and being 2 or 3 steps ahead.
My tour starts March 28th. That's fucking awesome, bro. That's awesome. I wish you the best of luck. That is crazy. Yeah, you're taking that big step, brother. Make sure you do plenty of marketing. Because I've looked into a lot of this stuff. Make sure you do plenty of marketing and not just online, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media platforms, but also make sure you do flyers, business cards. It's very important. Get physical things into people's hands.
Yep. If you need an artist, hit me up, bro. That's what I do.
That's the guy. Yeah, man, this is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Bro, I really like that deck, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been wanting to pick one up. I think I might pull the trigger on it just because of the carpet layout on the back.
Right? I think it's
So
awesome.
dope.
But I'm telling you, man, I think we talked about this too. They missed an opportunity with the Jacks, dude. Because
Yeah.
Jack Torrance,
Yes, bro. Imagine if they did that. That would
but
be
they
crazy.
didn't. I even
Oh,
mentioned that in
man,
the
that would
video
be
because I do
nuts.
have the video coming soon. And by soon, I mean like in a week or two. Hold on.
What did you think of the sequel?
Wait, let me flip the camera. No,
Did
well,
you
no.
get a chance
The
to
sequel,
watch the
talking about
sequel?
Dr. Sleep? Dr. Sleep?
Yes, Doctor
Oh,
Sleep.
yeah, dude. I love Dr.
Dude,
Sleep.
I like that shit, bro. I thought it was awesome, man. I've been trying to get my wife to watch it, but she's not very into scary movies. But I've
Really?
been trying to get her to watch it. Nah, man, she's like she's one of those people that's gonna have nightmares afterwards. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was as scary as the original Shining. I think it was more for the
It's
story.
not.
So,
That's why I wanted to tell her. I was like, "Yo, this one's good. You'd like this one, right?" It has to do more of like a psychological thriller type of thing. But she, as soon as she saw like the trailer, it was like flashbacks to the Shank. She's like, no, I'm good.
So he said, I'm planning on busking, taking sponsorship for busking in front of giant crowds as people head towards large areas. I see
I'd
that
say
happen.
yes.
I mean, not with magicians, but I do see that happen in New Orleans all the time, in Louisiana.
100% yes. And let me explain why. I'm a big fan of David Blaine, and that's how he met so many big people in the industry. By
Well,
doing stuff
yeah.
like that. You're
David
gonna
Blaine's
meet a
a
lot of
street
people.
performer at heart, though, right?
Yes, 100%, 100%. I mean, just look, bro. I'm wearing the merch, bro. I'm wearing the merch. I'm a big fan, right? Yeah, his story is heartbreaking. If you ever get a chance, there's a couple of interviews out there where he has a great story to tell. Sponsorship allows achievements during busking using their staff. Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty awesome, bro. Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. 100%. I wouldn't doubt it for a minute, man. Because you never know who you're gonna meet. You might meet somebody that you truly amaze with something simple, and they're like, "Yo, I'm backing you." You never know, man. You know, there's millions of people out there in the world.
Yes.
You never know who you're gonna meet. That's for sure.
A lot of people with money and power, too. Connections.
That's right. That is right. You never know, my man. That'd be awesome. Um,
Trying to fix my camera. Hold on.
Go right ahead. I'm surprised mine isn't shaky. It usually is. I've got like this little flexi arm that I've got it on, and
That's a great
Actually-
idea, actually. What am I doing? I'm dumb. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
I have that. Hold on.
That's what I use all the time.
My stand. I have this thing.
Yes, advertise, bro. Advertise like a motherfucker whenever you get a chance. Go ahead and advertise what you're doing 100%, bro. Any opportunity you give to pass out it, whether the people believe or whether you believe they're going to use their cause or not, throw it away, whatever the case is. Send it out. Yes, brother.
What do you say?
Definitely.
Pouring the busk for 2 hours on their sponsorship and get paid to perform. Spot them advertising. Hopefully, you earn 500. And if you can make what you, if you can make what you love into a job, that would be great. I mean, obviously, that's the goal for everyone.
Yeah, man. I am getting a crazy echo right now.
How about now? It could have been for me messing around.
Yeah. Do you have it inside of something?
No, not anymore. I plugged it in though, to the charger. I don't hear an echo on my end.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
Hey, Mike Smith, do you hear an echo from D-Don's end?
Can you hear an echo? I'm thinking 2 hours sponsorship.
2 hours of sponsorship.
I'm definitely going to say go ahead and do it. That's a great place to start.
2 shows at 30 minutes each. So what do you prefer, like card magic or stage magic?
Me or Mike Smith?
Either. I mean.
Okay.
Question for the listeners here. Yeah.
I prefer Street Magic, Close Up, Walk Around. Oh my god, that echo's killing me. Hold on, let me see if it's me.
It's you that's echoing. Is it me?
No, it's
Hold on, let me see if it's my Oh my god.
Technical difficulties. He said $500 for 2-hour tabletops, and he thinks that's cheap. I wouldn't know. I didn't get to a point where I was selling my performances.
Hey, he hears the echo as well. It's ever since you moved your camera.
Let's see. Let me.
There's also
there
a glare now.
Is there an echo now?
Let me see. Yes.
Okay, hold on. So, could have been when I accidentally locked my phone. Try it.
$100 an hour is not bad, bro. Especially if you're just now starting. Not bad at all.
I have no clue. Is it still echoing?
Let me see.
I have no clue. Other thing we could try doing is ending this and restarting it.
We are at 41 minutes. Let's see here. Let me try.
Yeah, because I'm not echoing over here or you over there.
Do you hear me echoing?
No. I hear you though.
That's strange.
If I had another phone, I would check the live to see, but yeah, my camera has a glare now, which is weird.
That's what I was wondering.
No, I'm not in anything. Coin Matrix, I suck at coin tricks, dude.
I am not the best at coin tricks. I do a couple of them, but
I do the basic, coin behind the ear trick, the palming of the coin, and I can do that well, but anything past that, I can't do. Like the Coin Matrix, I can't teleport coins. It sucks too because I carry a coin with me every day.
I do coin magic. I just don't do table coin magic very often.
So he's saying it's you. Like I said, you want to try shutting this down and restarting?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We'll make this part one and we'll make a part two.
Yeah, part 1, part 2. That's what I usually do when I stream and this stuff happens. Yeah. We'll be back.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back. Come back to us. See you later, Mike Smith. Difficulties, that's all.
He didn't. But yeah, anyway, when you fan this thing, it looks awesome.
Yeah, especially for people who do cardistry and stuff like that, I can see them be really excited about that deck.
Yeah, them flourishes would look insane. I can't do anything really. I have like 2 tricks, the 2 moves of doom. But fun fact, you'd like this. It's a one-sided pattern. You can't really tell there, but look.
So many things you can do.
Let's see here. The front half. There we go.
Swap one in the middle.
All right.
That I'll be able to tell.
Just swapped them all the way around. So I don't know if you can see this
that well. You have to fan
them
out. Oh, yep, instantly. I saw it right in the middle. Yep.
And if I were to do it in half here, you can easily see.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool. You can probably cut to that pretty easily.
Now, me being it's the red square or hexagon that does the thing.
Right. Slightly off. Now, I don't know if you do this too, but if you if you Pharaoh your deck aggressively, which I'm about to do right now, just to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Just Pharaoh it like really aggressively.
Uh-huh.
You'll get that slight bow. So when you get a card that is slightly out of place, you can cut right to it. You ever notice that?
No.
Okay, well,
All right, so you're talking about Pharaohing after someone puts the card in the middle.
well, you want to Pharaoh before.
Oh, so
Let me see
before.
if I can. Yeah, let's see if I can actually, because this is a one way. So let me just look here and make sure, because there should be one that'll stick out to me. All right, my vision is slightly impaired already, but I'm going to go for it. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get this going here. Come on, bro. I know I turned one around. It's got to. Okay, here it is. Okay. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. Okay. So let's say, okay, let's Pharaoh it first so I can make sure I get.
All right, so you Pharaoh it first, right side right,
Actually, doesn't matter. You just Pharaoh it really aggressively. See that? Look at that bend. Look at that bend.
So yeah, I do that normally when I do Pharaohs. I do like that.
Super aggressive, and then let's say, okay, so this is going to be the card King of Spades. I'm going to turn it around,
Okay.
and for some reason, you're able to cut almost right to it. See what I mean? Look.
Oh no, I didn't. So after you flip it around,
You can kind of see. You can kind of see exactly where you turn it around. Let's do it one more time.
Okay, let me do it again. All right, so
Okay, so I'm gonna Pharaoh it super aggressive, and then let's stop at a card in the middle, 3 of hearts, and I'm gonna turn it around. Once you turn it around, you can kind of see exactly when I go to cut it. You can kind of see exactly where it's at, and I didn't touch it that time.
Yeah, all right. I see what you're saying now.
Oh, hold on. I see it. There. Come on.
It's because you're inebriated, my guy.
Yeah, probably. I keep cutting to the 6 of spades, but okay, let's try that again. I mean, honestly, usually for this type of thing, I use a different method, but this is like in a pinch type of thing. Kind of works.
Hey guys,
Kinda
Glenn
like-
here. I missed the beginning, then I caught bits and pieces when Mike was chatting with y'all. Good luck, Mike. Good stuff, guys.
Glenn,
Can't
nice to
watch
see
you.
you, brother. Like for example, when you were doing, let's just go ahead and perform this. All right, let's say you have 2 of diamonds. Let's say you got the 2 of diamonds. Take the 2 of diamonds, put it back into the deck. All right, we're going to give it a couple of cuts, and then we're going to give it a couple of shuffles. All right, and then we're going to mix these cards up, face up into face down, just like so. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this here, right?
Yeah, I saw your tutorial.
Yeah. So you have some cards that are face up, face down. You have some cards that are face down, face up, and of course, you have that. If you can see that here, you can
The break.
Right. So it's kind of similar to that. Look, you got some cards that are face up, face down. Some are back to back, face to face. And you have, of course, your one card. Oh, look at that. There's one card.
What are the odds?
What do you know?
Yeah.
So it's similar to that. Now, did I keep everything in order? I did actually. Wow. What do you know?
Don, who is your buddy? What up? I'm NGS.
NGS, go subscribe to him, Glenn Paulin. He does awesome playing card reviews, Funko Pop reviews, and he's a badass rapper too if you're into hip hop.
Yep, I got this badass pop right here for the Monday. Wait, check it out. It's Eminem
Oh
and
shit!
the Marshall Mathers
Yes,
LP as the
yes, bro.
Jason.
That's awesome. That's iconic right there, bro. Bro, when? All right, let's talk about it. Let's since we're bringing this up. When's he dropping the album, bro?
Probably. I drop every October. All right, so not every March like Eminem, but I do every October. But I've been busy. I've been busy with both.
I mean,
Huh?
I am putting my rally cap on for this shit, bro. I feel like the guy at the at the Detroit Stadium. Drop the album, M. Drop the album. You know.
I've been seeing all this shit with like Eminem. Everyone's like, "Drop the album, M. Drop the album." And
Seriously,
no,
you know he's
no,
got
because
it.
I got my solo shit, and then I got the shit with Two Dim, which is the rap duo with me and
Yeah.
RTP, and I'm like literally simultaneously working on that and on my stuff. And I'm currently working on. I don't know if you've seen this before, but on my beanie I have this kanji written right here. Yeah. So it's kanji for God. It means kami. And my next album's going to be called God, but with like a lowercase g, because I don't want to disrespect the God. Huh? Yeah, I'm getting there.
Japanese.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's kanji also. Yeah.
Bushido.
Hello,
Samurai sword.
NGS. It is great to meet you. Good luck with your rap. Thank you. If I'm on Spotify and Apple Music. If you're ever bored, it's Glitch with a Y. Oh yeah, I don't have that pop anymore.
Yo, check him out.
Yeah, no, I got this one. I haven't showcased this one yet because I have a lot of customs, but this is my rap group, Two Dim, right here. That's
That's
me.
dope, bro.
And then that's RTP, Retro the Prodigy, Glitch with a Y. And
Nice,
this one I
bro.
keep in the background and such. But yeah, I'm working on the God album, and I've been working on this album for like 4 years now. I've had that beanie for longer, and the beanie was like the like I don't know, little Easter egg for people that hey, this is going to be a project of mine later down the road. But it's been taking forever because I feel like Detox, where I have so much like I have high hopes for this album, and I don't want to release any song that I think is like an inkling of bad. So I record songs for it. I don't like them. I put them into another project, and God's supposed to be like my perfect rapidy rap album. So
Bro,
I got like 3 or 4 songs on there.
I completely understand.
Yes,
know
there
what
are
you mean.
videos on YouTube. If you go to youtube.com, and I mean, I'm sure you've heard of youtube.com. There is a Two Dim Records. That's our page.
I've never heard of it.
No? It's like the number 2 and then DIMM and then records.
Just the number 2 search engine in the world. That's all.
Yeah, it's the number 1 social media of the world.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No
I
shit.
wouldn't consider it a social media, but it
Right?
is. Crazy.
Interesting. Oh, okay. I mean,
You
I can kind of
can't like
see it.
message on YouTube, but you can comment
You can,
and talk to
yeah.
people that way, I guess. But yeah, that's
I
pretty
used-
much how it is. But I've been working on a lot of things, so I like to call myself a creative. I like to do things creatively, and making music is one.
that's
Two
it.
Dim Records, that right? Yeah, with the space in between the Two Dim and records. I wanted to type. I don't think I can type in here.
He's dope. What do you mean? You can't type. You can
I don't
comment
think I
back.
can.
Yeah, I can comment back. Let's see.
Oh, comment back. I think it's because you're in charge of this live stream.
Oh, okay. So how do I make you a moderator? Did that
But
work?
yeah,
Make all
2DINM
messages
space
equal.
RECORDS. I'm the Mexican, and the guy I rap with is the white guy.
Let's see here.
But yeah, check us out. If you like rap, I recommend it. We got some lyrical miracle shit, and then we got some like more mellow. We got some emotional shit.
I am what they would call a barologist. I like to study bars, and believe me, this guy is a full penitentiary. Okay, check him out, bro. He's got
Damn
bars
right,
for days.
penitentiary with the pen. The penitentiary.
You got that bar, bro. You got it.
Yeah,
See, I didn't even have to explain
That bar was pen intentionally. Ooh.
Right? Exactly, dog. I like that. I used to rap back in the day. It's very time consuming, and I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Magic has taken up a lot of my time. I don't even go to the shooting range as much as I used to anymore, but there's like a lot of other little hobbies that I have. But I'm trying to get back into martial arts, just for health reasons, lose a little bit
To
of
kind
weight.
of, get back into shape.
Bro, I used to be in insane shape. Like I used to do crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I'll have to send you some pictures from back in the day sometime.
From
But
back in the day.
yeah, bro. But since I hurt my back, uh, haven't been the same. So I'm trying to slowly roll back into that. And what was it? What's today? Saturday. So it was Thursday that I started. And what I used to do, I tried to roll back into what I used to do.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I was in pain. I'm not gonna lie. So what I used to do, I used to wear a weighted vest, a 50-pound vest, and then 2.5 pounds per hand. And
Oh, you're doing the Rock Lee thing.
I guess I'm not familiar.
In Naruto, the anime.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I have. I haven't watched too much of it, but I haven't gotten too far past Dragon Ball Z, to be honest with you. But I've watched a little bit of a couple of anime here and there. But I mean, I
Oh
guess
shit, he's a drummer. Oh hell yeah,
yes,
dude.
yeah, hell yeah.
That's awesome. My cousin was a big drummer. Then he moved to Australia, and it cost a lot of money to ship a fucking drum set. So who would have thought? So he had to, I guess, was kind of financially forced to quit it for now. But we've talked about like having him ship one individual piece at a time
Seriously,
to build it up.
bro. That's crazy.
But damn, 45 years of drumming, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what is it? I think it's 10,000 hours of any particular trade or skill to where you can become a professional. Whether it's
10,000 hours. What is that?
10,000 hours. That's the
Year.
standard that I've heard from a lot of people in professional settings that in order to call yourself professional, you have to have done something for 10,000 hours perfectly.
Yeah,
Not
and
10,000
mean
hours of
like skill wise.
half-assing. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I mean, there are
Which is-
people who make money doing things that aren't professional, but because they're getting paid, it's professional.
Right.
And I mean, like I always talk about the guy I rap with, Retro the Prodigy. Retro is what call him Retro. We always talk about the duality between me and him because we're completely different rappers, but still rap the same when we come together. And it's like I always say, he was the talented one. So Kyle, that's his real name. Kyle would, whenever we were in high school, he could just immediately freestyle and come up with double entendres and hit shit like right on beat and be great. Me, not so much. I was more of the poet when I was a kid. I wrote poetry, and that's what got me into it. So Kyle,
like that
straight
too.
up talented from the beginning. I was a writer, and I had to slowly learn how to do like cadences with like triplets and doubles, and trying to get to a point where I can make my flow. But he was talent, so he was
Naturally.
already this far above. But as I started growing in rap, I started getting a hang of it, and I have put a lot of time into what I do, while he's just straight pure talent. So he doesn't really practice or do any of that. He just does.
A natural born
he's a
killer.
natural.
So many years.
Yeah, man.
It's 10,000 years.
So 10,000 hours is 1.142 calendar years.
Straight.
I'm well above that, so I'm good. Shipping sucks. It's cheaper to buy a new one in his new city. I'm not sure about pro hours because we are all different. Yeah, Rush is my favorite band, but I like Zepp, Maiden, and Queen's Rich. or is it Reich? I don't know the last one.
Queen's
know,
Reich, it looks like, yeah.
Reich.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I like all kinds of different music. I primarily grew up around hip hop, you know, where I'm from and everything like that. But I listen to all different types of music. I can
And
appreciate music
that's
from
nice.
different cultures, you know, different eras of time.
I grew up on a country over here, down here in Texas. Boy, let me tell you, my parents loved George Strait, so that was like anytime we got in the car, they had the George Strait Top 50 CDs, and there was like 4 CDs with I don't remember how many songs, like 12, something like that per CD, and they would just rotate through all 4 CDs.
George
So
Strait
I
was a
grew up
big
on
seller,
country.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got the Eminem Show, which was like my first rap album that I actually got to listen to, and that's what set everything off from
The Eminem
that.
Show was your first album that you listened to?
The Eminem
Really?
Show. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I might be biased, but that's the best rap album of all time. The Eminem Show. There's not a single track on there that I would skip
I
at all.
I can't really argue with that, honestly.
I think it's debatable.
I'll,
Yeah.
it might be debatable, but I wouldn't even try to argue with that,
I mean,
honestly.
I've heard people say that the Marshall Mathers LP is better than the Eminem Show, which I mean, I think it's more of a bias thing.
I think
Here's
it
UNGS. I can't sing a damn, but I like some rap. Oh yeah, hip hop is great. Country can be great or too much, like anything. NGS, can you do a country rap? I've I've thought about it. I've wrote 2
yeah.
country-esque songs, but I've never pulled the trigger on it. Not that doing that is corny, but me doing it to me is corny to do that.
Dax could probably pull it off.
And I know like Eminem has a song called "Despair," and it's a country-esque song in a rap. And then he has the what's the song called? You know the I own a mansion, but live in a house.
Yeah.
King size. Oh, So Far. It's called So Far.
So
Uh,
far, that's it. Yep. What
yeah,
album was
that's
that on?
kind of along that ilk as well. So I mean, it's doable.
Is that Recovery? What album was that?
That's from the Eminem LP2.
Eminem LP2. Okay.
Yeah, so on the same album with like Monster or Rap God, Berserk.
Oh, okay. Right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. But I love country. Don't get me wrong. There are some country as there can be too much, and there are some country songs out there that
It's like
there's
anything
some
else
new
for
country.
me. There are some songs that I like and some that I generally don't care for, and that goes for every genre, really. It has to be something that speaks to me,
Mm-hmm.
and not everything speaks to me, and that goes for hip hop or any other genre. Period. You know.
Yeah. And then you have like what's your least favorite song? Like the song you cannot stand. Like if someone told you that they were gonna play this song nonstop in the car, you
Oh,
would jump out the fucking window.
oh God. Boy, you're putting me on the spot here.
It can be multiple. Doesn't have to be one. If there's so
Okay.
many.
Yeah. I would say that era of hip hop where they wanted to do nursery rhymes. I can't stand that shit, bro. And you know what I'm talking about. I can't even.
Sound like
Okay, I can't like pay attention enough to tell you exactly what the name of the songs are, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
We're talking about like
It was
when
that.
Mel did that diss track on Eminem when he started counting.
I'm not gonna lie. I love it because it's so fucking funny, bro. 1, 2,
I
3,
get that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Never count on a rap song, man. Don't be doing that.
Bro, that shit is fucking gold, bro. That shit's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. You know, I'm gonna be honest, this live that we're doing here is making me think we need to do a podcast and just talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be magic or anything in particular.
I mean, I'm always down. Especially now that I see how we can do this. This is pretty easy. I've never thought to do this before.
It's pretty cool, bro. We gotta do this more often for sure.
But yeah, I've seen people do it like like I said, the person that I base a lot of my formula on my channel for is Metal Complex, and
Right.
he does lives every weekend, every Friday. And he started doing a thing where he has other like knife creators and knife enthusiasts on, and they would do what we're doing now. And I was like, how did they do that? That's cool.
Yeah, bro.
I'm old fashioned. I like older rap, rock, hip hop, etc. Today's music is bad, and I don't know many songs from today. I need to count. LOL. I'm the timekeeper. Yeah.
Um, let's speak on that.
All right.
I don't. I'm with you to a certain degree, but I don't think everything of today is bad. There are some great artists that are of the newer generation, but they are far and few between. Is my opinion.
So I think that a lot of the argument of like today's music being bad is not that it's today's music. It's today's music that's in the forefront of the radio on the
Radio.
Grammys and what everyone's talking about, and a lot of it comes down to high school. I was talking
Yeah.
to Kyle about this the other day, and I was saying that like, man, back in high school we had like all these people we listened to, like we had like T.I. and Lil Wayne, and we grew up on this with like Bedrock and Fuck Every Girl in the World. And for some reason, I guess since everybody was listening to it, like for me, it's Drake. All right. In high school, Drake was the shit. Everybody was listening to Drake. I was listening to Drake because everyone was listening to him. And then after high school, and I started actually getting into music, once I went back to listen to these old songs, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking, bro? These are not good. But I
Yeah.
think it comes down to if everyone's listening to it, more people will listen to it, and I feel that's the case today. People listen
You get
to
sucked
Cardi
in.
B, 21 Savage, fucking. I mean, no disrespect to Travis Scott, but some of his songs don't hit the way they should, and people are blaring this music. Sexy Red. My sister showed me the Drake and Sexy Red song the other day, and I was like, "Why are you listening to this?"
Now, 21's an interesting case because he has developed over a period of time. Because I've had friends that listened to 21. I wasn't really feeling
Mhm.
him at first, but over a period of time, he has grown and become a better rapper. Now, is he a lyrical miracle type rapper? Hell no.
No,
Not
not at
not
all.
even close. Not even close. But he's
Now,
had a couple bars that I've heard, and I'm like, oh, that's not bad, bro. So I
my
mean, I'm gonna give
issue.
him the props, so to speak, in saying that he's grown over a period of time.
So I love 21 Savage, not for, the lyrical miracle shit, but because
Right.
I say this all the time. You ever watch like a bad movie because it's funny or because like it's so bad that it's entertaining? When
Yes.
Monty
So
Python is
bad.
not bad.
Okay, hold on. I got to shout. I got to shout out a channel right now that I watch.
All right.
So bad it's good. If you haven't looked up their channel or seen their channel before, all they do is watch bad movies. And
Okay.
they just like talk about it, talk about the crazy shit that happened in the movies, the ridiculous nonsense. They do a lot of Steven Seagal stuff. Fucking hilarity. It's awesome.
Steven
So
Seagal.
bro, as a martial artist, I look at it and I'm just like, come on, who believes this shit? And
He's
there's
making
people
more
out
money
there,
than
bro.
me, so what can I say? Like,
As a
at least
martial
I
artist,
hope he
I
is.
can say a lot, bro. Just on that front, but I mean, I'm not exactly in shape anymore, so maybe I can't say that much. But when I
So
was in
what
shape, I could
channel?
definitely talk shit.
What channel are you talking
So
about?
so bad it's good.
That's the channel name. So bad it's good.
So bad it's good. I watch that channel. I love that channel. I'm subscribed. I'm fully in. Uh, I wish I had more time to watch them. Uh, they're hilarious. They it's usually like four people in total. Sometimes they have guests that come on and watch the movies with them. Hilarious, bro. You got to check them out, especially if you like those
So
type of movies that are so bad they're good. You'll
yeah,
love it.
they have. There's like a line. I'll get back to that one. So Don said, not Don. Glenn said, Don, I agree. I'm just too old fashioned. You guys are correct. I played a hip hop CD from the '80s for my mom. She didn't like it. LMAO. I love it. I got to think what songs are on it. And that's another thing too that I. Anytime I listen to the shit on the radio, I'm like, man, is rap just going downhill or am I getting old? Like, because it comes down to the same thing where I know people who didn't like their children's music, and then their parents didn't like their music. It's like it's nature of the beast,
It
honestly.
tends to be even worse if you pay attention to the lyrics, which me and you, I can tell we both do. And I'm listening to the lyrics nowadays sometimes, and I occasionally listen to the radio. Mostly, I listen to
If you can understand them,
artists
yeah.
that I enjoy. All right, if tell me about it, man. But when you listen to it, you're like, damn, bro, this is what passes for hip hop now.
21 Savage
And
said, "I'm a dog, Rottweiler." Like, I've heard this before. What are we doing here?
there's not a
That
lot
was
of
on the
thought put
song
into
with
all of it.
Drake, man. Like,
Yeah, you got to step up your game a little bit. Like, I mean,
and I mean,
can you?
there are bad rappers with good songs, and there are good rappers with bad songs. I mean, it's not just if one rapper does one bad song, they're sonically a bad artist. Now it comes down to not just what they write or who's helping them write the song or who's producing the instrumental. I was a bodybuilder in my 20s, still healthy, just hurting. I can relate to that.
Brother, tell me
Drums
about
keep
it.
me in shape. Steven Seagal rocks. CD has freaks come out at night. LOL, Planet Rock.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Steven Seagal gives me entertainment value. It's funny, bro. It's funny. It's really funny. Um, hey, look, my uncle loves Steven Seagal. I'm not gonna knock anybody for loving his movies, um, because I'm not gonna lie, I love his movies probably in a different way that you love them, but I love his movies because they are pure entertainment,
I
and
love how
in a
confident
different way.
Steven Seagal is. I just love his confidence that he has about him. Like, I may be bullshitting this, but I'm gonna act like I'm doing this, regardless of how fake it is.
Bro, listen, I watched this one called Sniper Special Ops. Bro, he grabs the rifle and it's like up here and he's pointing around the corner with it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, somebody, I have a lot of firearms training and history going throughout my years. You don't shoulder a rifle like that. Anybody that knows what they're doing is not going to do that. I don't care if you're clearing a room. I don't care if you're doing whatever. It was just like it was bad, man. He's walking down this hallway and this is the butt of his rifle's like all the way
Man's
up
gonna
here,
break his shoulder, bro, with a blank.
bro. Oh my god. Maybe if it
So
was a stronger rifle, but I was thinking of you because I had seen you for a few days, Stephen. I put off from real life.
jack off in real life.
I've heard some stories, bro. I've heard some stories about him. Some really funny ones actually. Uh, he likes to throw people around, and if you get a chance, look up the story with him and oh my god, what's his name? Gene,
JonTron does a few good segments on him.
yeah, Gene LaBelle. Look up the story with Steven Seagal and Gene LaBelle. Gene LaBelle is a grappling expert that used to teach a lot of Hollywood guys back in the day, and this guy is legit. This guy is legit. And there's a really hilarious story about him and Steven Seagal, where Steven Seagal was boasting that nobody could choke him out. And of course, Gene LaBelle, being the gentleman that he is, choked him out and he shit his pants. That's all I'm going to say. Just look up the story, bro. That's all I'm going to say. It's hilarious. There was witnesses, so it's one of those funny ones that is just like a legend. I wish there was
Damn,
video to go.
video evidence. Funny if he woke up and was like, "Which one of y'all shit my pants?"
Bro, it almost came, shit almost came. Liquor almost came out of my nose, bro. Oh my god.
So he said, "I hear you, Don. You won't be disrespectful to me. I've heard a lot of things about him. I thought he was good in his movies. LOL. He was disrespectful to many women. LMAO. Okay, I would check it out.
Yeah,
LOL. Funny stuff, guy.
I'm definitely not going to be disrespectful to you, Glenn. Like I said, everybody enjoys what they enjoy. Like I said, I have an uncle that, bro, you can't tell him nothing about Steven Seagal, so I know how it is. Um, and and to a certain degree, I enjoy his movies. Like I was saying earlier, um, I enjoy them probably in a different way than you do, but I do enjoy watching them, bro. I mean, especially on that show I was telling you, So Bad It's Good. Oh my god, it's hilarious, bro. Look it up, please.
So while we're on the subject here that Chase just so happened to bring up earlier, do you like Monty
Um,
Python?
yes,
I
yes, I
think
do.
you know about Monty Python. I figured you would.
Of course, I'm old school,
How do
bro.
you feel about it's a small movie? I'm sure you've never heard of it before, but called The Holy Grail. You heard of that
Uh,
one?
the small movie called Holy Grail. Yes, I've heard of it.
Uh-oh.
It's just
Chase
a flesh
cannot
wound.
stand Monty Python.
It's just a
what
flesh wound, sir.
Chase cannot stand the Holy Grail and
Okay,
Monty Python.
it's a required taste. That I will 100% agree with you on that. It's a required taste. It's a bit of a type of dry humor that
Get
is an
very
older style.
It's that
Um,
British humor.
right. It's a drier, older style humor. But if you give it a chance and you try to flow with it, just give into it. It's interesting. It's interesting. You can enjoy it for sure. I haven't
Everyone's
seen the new one.
entitled to their
There's a
opinion.
exactly. Exactly. Constitutional rights, baby. First Amendment. I'm all with it. Go America.
America. I love the Holy Grail.
It has
do.
its moments for sure. There a new one though? I never saw it. Have you heard about this new one?
No, I'm not. Glenn says I never got into Monty Python. You were right, Don. It has its moments. It does have moments. I think the issue with Monty Python is, or for that movie in general, is they wrote the movie in like skits. So they had ideas for a skit here, a skit here, a skit here, and
I
the
like
whole
skit
point of the movie
comedy.
was just to tie them together. And that's probably where a lot of people get lost with the plot, because the plot's just to ease into the skits they already had written. With like
Right.
you know the rabbit or the flesh wound
It's
skit or
it's an
the
it's an
wall.
I feel as if it's an older version of Scary Movie.
An older version of
And
Scary Movie.
in a sense, in a sense, if you think about it, it's kind of like Scary Movie with the archetypal type of films that they're going after. They're going for a certain genre. They're making fun of that
Fun
genre,
of it. So you're
and
talking about
they're
like a
doing skits
mockbuster.
in between. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And I like those
I
type
can
of
see it, just
movies.
not obviously the horror. Horror would be the what
Right,
Scary
right.
Movie was tackling. Monty
Different genre.
Python. It's tackling the
Um,
cliche of like gladiators and medieval movies.
right. If anything, it would be more like Young Frankenstein. Like people who like Young Frankenstein will like the Holy Grail. You know what I'm saying? It's
I've never watched Young Frankenstein. All right, I'll admit it right now.
all right. Gene Wilder
I love Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder's a gift, bro.
I
just
saw
just enjoy him. All right.
while we're on the subject too of Gene Wilder, I watched Blazing Saddles the other day.
Mm,
I did.
yes,
It's a fucking fever dream, let me tell you.
bro. I have to look back into these movies because it's been a while, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's really been a while. But some of these older movies, I used to watch them on pops all the time, and they're classics, bro. They're classics for a reason. We have to
Now, you like
appreciate what came before.
huh?
We definitely have to appreciate what came
Oh
before
yeah,
us.
you have to respect the caterpillar before you respect the butterfly.
I like that. Beautiful.
Thanks, Royce to
Wonderfully said.
5'9".
Yes.
But so if you like, Monty Python and Scary Movie, one of the movies I recommend to a lot of people who enjoy that kind of like dry humor is Airplane. Have you seen Airplane before?
And don't call me Shirley.
Surely you're not serious.
Yes.
I am serious. Stop calling me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Yes, I have. Oh my God, so good, bro.
Next magic video.
When's your next magic video, Dawn? Glenn is asking.
When is my next my next magic video is going to be on Monday. I'm going to be releasing a short, and I will be releasing a playing card review. It's going to be the Night Flights and the Night Flight Gaff deck.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
He says Airplane is the best, and he is absolutely correct. Airplane kind of like set my comedic bone from the get-go. Like a lot of my comedy and personal humor derives from Airplane.
I can see that. I can see that, bro.
Rest in peace, Leslie Nielsen.
Yes, please.
When he was in what was it, Scary Movie 4 or 5? That shit killed me. I don't remember what it was, 4 or 5. Whenever he did the bit from Airplane, he's like, I just wanted to say good luck, and we're all counting on you.
4 and 5, wasn't it?
Was he in 5? I'm not sure, because I know he was big in the
no. I might be. You know what I'm thinking of? Superhero movie. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't think
Was
he
he
was
in
in 5.
superhero movie?
He was. He was the Ben. He was the Ben character, like in Spider-Man, Uncle Ben.
Was he Uncle Ben?
He was the Uncle Ben type character in that movie, from what I can remember. But don't take my word for it, because you know.
He's been drinking.
Yeah, we both been drinking.
No. That's not even the concern here. Honestly, it's the hits to the head that'll be the concern, not the drinking.
Oh, the concussions.
I drank this whole bottle, and I'm normal.
So what are you drinking on right there?
I am drinking on something my wife bought called Texas Vodka.
Hey, I know that place.
Do you?
Yeah, vodka. I know that place really well.
It's very smooth, but unfortunately, it hasn't got me to where I want to be yet. So I'm just gonna keep sipping on it and see what happens.
Yeah, what proof is it?
This is 80 proof.
40%.
40%.
The usual.
Well, of course it ain't gonna do anything.
Chase said, and of course it ain't gonna do anything to you.
Yes, I heard her. Normally, I drink bourbon. So
bourbon, nice.
A little bit stronger.
And you know not to just say whiskey. So Glenn says, okay, cool. I will be looking for it on Monday. I love both of your wittiness. I know tons of jokes. Humor is healthy. Yes, humor is healthy.
Please subscribe to Next Gen Spawn. I watch all his videos. He's awesome. I'm not ass kissing or anything like that. I literally enjoy his videos every time he drops. Like from here, like honestly.
I don't do magic though. I have like little spurts of magic, sprinkled in occasionally.
But you throw in a little squirt of magic here and there. And,
I do, yeah, little squirts. I keep it moist. But yeah, I collect playing cards, and that's what I showcase on my channel. So if you like playing cards, or I assume you know what Funko is. I do those on Mondays. But yeah, I haven't done magic I've done magic like last week, but I mean in like the sense of doing magic intentionally. Usually it comes up like, oh hey, my fiance does magic, or hey, my brother, or hey, my son knows some tricks, show him something. But it's never me going out like, hey guys, y'all want to see a trick? Or if I have my deck of cards in hand, that's a little different. Yeah. Last night I got drunk and did some magic. That was fun.
That always doesn't end up good for me.
No?
But luckily I haven't gotten drunk yet. I don't know if I'm just turning Russian or what's going on here.
It's your genes. It's the genetics.
As a matter of fact, shout out to the Russian genius. If you're watching this, and maybe he will be at some point, I don't know. You're awesome, brother. If you want to learn some sleight of hand, look up the Russian genius. He has he's been on here for for forever. More than 15 years, I'm sure. Look him up. He has hella sleight of hand. This guy is very skilled. I would put him up there next to Alex Pandrea in skill level. For sure. And of course, Alex Pandrea is like right up there with the best of the best. So look him up if you want to learn some more sleight of hand, more advanced things than I can teach you. Look up the Russian genius, please.
Wild Turkey's not bad. So Glenn said, I don't go out to drink, but I like 100 proof Wild Turkey. only for medicinal purposes, which makes sense. I will check NGS out. He is cool. Thank you.
Fun fact:
He's
during
alright.
Prohibition, right? During Prohibition, Buffalo Trace was the only
I'm not sure.
liquor distributor that was medicinally prescribed to people.
Prescribed. Mhm.
Yes, prescribed to people. Buffalo Trace.
My
Look them
dad
up
loves
here.
Buffalo Trace. It is. I guess it got a resurgence in popularity. He's had a hard time finding bottles of it, and
Oh
well,
yes, it's difficult. Yeah.
I don't see it, man. I go out. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but I go out pretty often to liquor stores, and I have no problem seeing it whenever I go out there. Which is, I told him, like, if you're ever looking for it, let me know. I seem to find it for some reason, but my go-to is Crown.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah, Crown's my go-to. I may sound like a little bitch, but I like the peach Crown. That's like my go-to drink. Peach Crown and lemonade.
That just reminds me when we went to the liquor store and he thought it was mine.
Yeah, we went to the liquor store, man. That's some bullshit, bro.
Are you getting this for your wife?
Well, I'm
You
standing there.
bitch.
What was the other one we bought?
It was your
Yo, that's funny.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was, but he thought the peach crown was mine, and he was like, "No, this is mine."
No, that's mine.
And he was like,
Dude,
"Oh."
that is
What are you
hilarious.
gonna do?
That is
Can't go wrong
hilarious.
with Crown. No, you cannot.
I can't argue with that one either.
Yeah,
I've
have
had
you
my
heard of
fair
the
share
have you heard of the
Crown.
Blackberry Crown, bro?
I don't think I've had that one.
It's not out yet, but people are still
Oh, okay.
finding it and buying it. It looks
That explains
good.
why
I
I
mean,
haven't had it.
comes out in May. We went to a liquor shop by us, asked about it because we saw it hitting social media, and apparently Texas is like the last state to get it, which is fucking stupid. We're a dry state, which makes sense, but still. So whenever we went over there, my fiance talked to them, and she was like, "Yeah, we're supposed to get the Blackberry Crown, but we can't sell it to you. We're gonna do like a deal where if you buy the salted caramel Crown, you get a free Blackberry Crown with it." And I don't like salted caramel, but I'm willing to make some sacrifices.
I mean,
So
yeah, I mean,
she's like, "Yeah, I'll
free,
call
free.
you." So she got her number, and she was like, "I'll call you when we get it." And it's been like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. They have not gotten it, and we've been over there a few times. And she's all like, "Yeah, they said the truck was supposed to be here like 2 weekends ago, and it's still not here." And she's like irritated, like she's the I guess the manager of the place, and she was getting like mad at the truck drivers because they haven't brought it yet.
And then the other store, they were supposed to get like a couple cases, and they only brought them 6.
Blackberry Crown. I'm gonna look that up and see if I can find it here in one of my local stores.
Yeah, see if you can. It's probably over where you're at. It ain't over here, man. I tell you that.
If
Man,
if I can,
you have like liquor at Walmarts and stuff over there, right?
not anymore. They changed. Things have changed.
Ah, damn.
We used to have liquor at Walmart. There was I mean, you know what? Let me put it like this. Some Walmarts have a liquor store next to them, which
Okay,
are
yeah.
Walmart branded liquor stores, but that's far and few between. Like Winn-Dixie or whatever other grocery store.
Never
Sometimes
heard
they'll have
Winn-Dixie.
they'll have a separate liquor store next to them.
Yeah. We've never had. I don't think we've ever had liquor in Walmart and stuff like that. We had guns at Walmart.
Good old.
Luckily, we still have those,
Oh, must be nice.
but no ammunition. What kind of shit is that?
I think we have ammunition, but no guns.
The fuck?
Yeah. There was a time. It was a great time. It was the best of times. It was the best of times.
It was the best of times.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
I have all the guns I need now, so I wouldn't mind another shotgun. A shotgun, actually.
I love
I
messing
love-
with people who have. Oh, you're reading it. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not as think as I drunk I am.
What? Not as think as what the?
Got
Hold
him.
on, man.
You got him.
I'm glad you read that one because if I would have read that one, Jesus, Lord help me.
I should have let you read that one.
You probably should have. I think that was meant for me.
Spending 10 years of reading lyrics and rapping them on a microphone, I kind of have that down.
You did,
Yeah,
sir.
see?
You did.
You got you.
You did.
This man went crazy. Panic at the Disco. I was gonna say something too. Crap about the drinking.
Hold on. You know what? Forget that for a minute. Let's talk the thing.
Right. You want to talk the thing?
Oh,
Do you really
I
want
want
to
to
talk
talk the thing. I do. Why not?
Glenn might know about the thing.
I am a big fan of the thing as well, which I kind of played it like I wasn't, but I even rewatched it recently to
Oh,
take a look at the theories that you presented in your first video, and it's convincing. There are a couple things that I'm a little bit like, that's pushing it.
Okay.
You know, and being honest
Some
with
things
you.
are a stretch. Yeah, some things are.
Some things are a stretch, but not in the realm of impossibility.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten to a point where everything is kind of like a theory, unless you see it directly on screen, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is just a theory.
And it's the movies that, entice theories that become, immortalized. Because if you have a movie that just straight up, or a horror movie, I think is more the genre that this relates to, but a horror movie
sure.
that ends how it ends, the only way to keep the franchise alive is to do sequels, which is why you have like Friday the 13th, you have Nightmare on Elm Street, you have Chucky, you have Halloween, because they don't end ambiguous. But The Thing only needed one movie, and it's still considered like one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Didn't need no sequel, didn't need a prequel, but it got it.
I'm gonna be honest. I love the ending. My personal preference. I love the ending that you don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but there's
the ambiguity
these
of
little there's these little clues that make you wonder. That type of shit is what makes Magic great and what makes this fucking film great as well.
I've never put that together, but yeah, that's a really good point. That
it's like
relating it to magic.
Puzzle. I mean, I can relate it to Magic very easily. It's like a puzzle for your mind where you're trying to put the pieces together, but not all the pieces fit. And I actually think we were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Yeah.
Where that's how I kind of see Magic, where it builds a puzzle for the spectator's mind, where the pieces don't exactly fit each other, but you got some of the pieces, and you try to fit them together, but they don't.
Yeah, and you're
fit.
the one that's trying to put pieces in it. Yeah.
Exactly. You're trying to build this picture to build your own conclusion, and that's what The Thing does for me. So in a sense, I am telling you that The Thing creates a moment of magic for me when I watch it.
And I every time I watch it, it's the same thing for me. The same thing. Speaking of The Thing, Glenn says The Thing. I love The Thing, but I haven't seen The Thing for a long time. What about The Thing from the Addams Family? LMAO. No, The Thing's awesome.
Watch Wednesday. You want to see the Thing from the Addams Family.
But yeah, so The Thing, right here, I have like 3 copies of it. Obviously, I love.
Well, you lent one out, so right now.
Oh, right now I have 2 because I lent one to my friend. But I have The Thing right here. The Steelbook. I collect Steelbooks. The whole ending to it is, designed to make you debate internally with yourself of, is it MacReady or is it Childs? Is it neither or is it both? And a lot of the arguments that people have that really bothers me a bit is that MacReady's the main character. There's no way he's The Thing. And if this is the case and the movie was built for that to be the answer, then it wouldn't be as ambiguous as it is. I mean, it's as obvious as people claim it is, and it's not really a compelling movie.
Okay. The thing that bothers me the most, and I don't mean that as a pun, What bothers me the most is the blood test.
Yes.
His
My
blood
crux.
test was specifically off screen. It's like if we just had that, it wouldn't be so ambiguous. And I feel like they took that part away for that specific reason.
Yeah, no, it
If
was
we
absolutely
had
on
that,
purpose because they show us nulls and childs and windows. Which why do we need to see that? Especially with the way it
um,
ends.
Charles, that's another thing. If you look, okay, so his coat does not change color, right? If you, it's just snow on that, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's the
Okay,
original movie had a yellow film screen because of the fire, but when they upped it in
yes,
4K.
right.
Mm.
Okay, so if you look when he's waiting, he's looking out the door, and then he's not there anymore. There's a
Hmm.
coat that was hanging behind him that was the same color as his coat that is then missing.
Interesting. So the I know the coat
Have you noticed
placement.
that?
Yeah, the coat placements is a thing that's been talked about for a while because not only is that scene one of the biggest pivotal points to that argument, the reason why I don't really dig too deep into it is because the coats were moving from the beginning too. So anytime they show that room and the coats, they have changed. Even people who we know whose coats they belong to
Right.
disappear, but we never see them go outside during the movie. So it's really up
People
in
could
the
be
airport.
grabbing anybody's coats at any particular time, but
Yeah.
one of the shots where they're showing um, the character coming from below, they kind of they show from the camera angle coming from below,
Yeah, from the
walking
basement.
around.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
that's one thing that like I was thinking about, and then there's also that door on the other side
Hmm.
that kind
And
of
they
is
show that like right after, or no, right before the child's thing, and then they show it again.
right.
Yeah, after to kind of imply that something is awry.
Yes.
And like I said in the video, and I'll say it over and over again. I don't know if child's is or is not the thing. I
Right.
really
Okay.
don't.
Yes. Okay. But look, here's one thing I noticed also. Wasn't the door left open?
Which one? Talking about to the
The
basement?
no, the door leaving out to where Childs go out into the snow.
Yeah, he left it open when he ran away.
Okay. Why would you leave it open?
So
That's something that's kind of messing with me. Like I
so
don't know any answer for sure, but I'm just one of the things that's kind of like in my head.
But it's like if he left the door open on purpose, that would imply that he was the thing before that moment because he would
Or
have had the
an
plan.
attack could have happened at that point.
Yeah, so he was alone, which I think was a dumb idea from the beginning. But like I said, movies aren't always logical to push plot forward. Uh, but yeah, that is a good point to bring
Plus,
up.
their numbers were dwindling at that point, so
Mhm.
and any person being alone at any point in time is understandable
Yeah, and
for
like I
sure.
said, I can't tell you if Childs is or isn't a thing. I mean, I do think it'd be a great ending if both of them were the thing at the end because it implies the idea that the paranoia that the humans have now been transmitted to the alien. So not only is the
That's
alien infecting the human, but in a sense, the human and its flaws is infecting the thing.
that's another thing that I thought about because when he hands him the bottle, he's not concerned about drinking from the bottle like you might think he would be
Uh huh.
if he wasn't the thing already.
Yeah.
And the way he laughs, it could be like, haha, now I know you're one of us,
It could
or
also mean it was a laugh of relief, like I don't have to play this game anymore. Yeah.
right, exactly. So that's crazy. It's crazy. I love it.
Especially if they were the thing at the end, right? Both of them were, and they just destroyed, the entire base. Like it didn't matter how it ended; they still lost because they're going to freeze to death. Just there will be a crew a rescue crew that
Someone will
will
come.
grab their bodies, and the process will go again. I know
Only one
a
problem.
sequel for that would be great. I do think a sequel would be awesome with
Um,
that
I,
idea.
I'd watch it immediately, but there's one problem. John Carpenter did say that one of them was the thing.
He did in a tweet.
So that's the one thing that blows that theory out of the water.
Is that both of them are? Yeah, no, it's going to be one of them, and it would make sense for it to be one because that would, peeve people to debate. and argue on YouTube on a YouTube video theory. But like I said, and I say it in the video, I think there's more on-screen evidence of McCready being the thing than Childs being the thing. If for anyone that's watching, that's kind of, I don't know if we preface with it, but my argument is that McCready is the thing. I have my points where I think he gets infected and where he starts infecting people. I think it's just a coincidence that the people who we know get infected had a dialogue with McCready, and a certain thing was happening, such as McCready talks to Blair, drinks Blair's drink, and all of a sudden Blair is now the thing. McCready talks to Fuchs. Fuchs says, "Hey, we shouldn't be sharing drinks, sharing food." Coincidentally, he's dead in the next scene, and McCready's the one saying, "He must have burned himself." Like, who the fuck burns themselves before the thing can get to them?
Okay, okay, that's a good point. The one thing that bothers me is he says that his light was left on, right? The point where he says his light was left on. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you were the thing, why would you say that unless you're either truly not the thing or you're saying that to make people believe you're not the thing? So there's both ways you can look at it. It's this is why I like it.
Hey guys, I got the hip hop CD. I'm going to type the songs. I love your discussion. I got to share a card trick with you guys. It's an ACAAN trick using 2 decks. Do you know it yet, Don?
Well, I know many any card at any number methods. I'm actually working on one right now. I'm going to keep that under wraps for now, but I'm working on a really cool one. I don't want to say too much about it, but there's a couple different methods that I've been watching and looking at. A couple of different channels. I was looking at a channel that hasn't been active for like 15 years. But they had a really interesting concept, and I would like to build upon that concept.
Those are the best ones.
And then this other channel that I've been watching recently, and I can't remember the channel name to save my life right now, but they gave another idea that was very similar, and I kind of want to mix and mash the two and see if I can't condense both of these ideas into something smaller to make the focal point more simple.
This is hard for you to explain, isn't it?
It's very hard for me to explain, but I have a notebook. I have a notebook that I write everything down that I think is genius. I fucking go in there and I start writing shit down. That way I can always go through my notebook. Oh fuck, let me look back in here. So I'm gonna try to put a couple different concepts together to create a really awesome any card at any number. And like I said, I know a couple different versions of it, but this one's going to be more of like a sure thing and out of the hands. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give too much.
Those are even cooler whenever the spectator does the work for you.
Just imagine, right? Like, let's say here, I'm not gonna go into detail, but you come up with a number somehow. You come up with a card somehow, and then I deal down, or I could take the deck, give it to you, and instruct you to deal down exactly whatever number you say, and that card be right there. Without any shuffling of the deck, without any extra bits to it. And the interesting thing is I try to, I'm going to be honest with you, I try to steer away from 2 deck ACANs. And the reason why is because as a magician, I get that stupid ass magician brain. Because to a layman, someone who doesn't do magic, that shit is awesome either way. And to be completely honest, an ACAN trick seems to be sort of boring to a sense. You count down to a card. Oh, look, that's the card. To a layman. But to somebody who performs magic, it's amazing because they know how difficult it is to perform this type of trick.
Yeah, the process gets lost on the layman. which it should get lost on the lane.
I'm looking forward to it, Don. You force a card on a spectator with one deck, and you take the second deck out. Was already ready on the table. Tell the spectator to pick any number from it. Yeah, I am. I'm similar with that method.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I gotta break the seal.
Not a problem.
I'll be right back.
All right, not
5 of hearts. That's what you said, right?
5 of hearts. You ready?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get this right. Hopefully, this time I'll get this right, and if not, then then I definitely.
If not, you
Definitely
forfeit
suck.
your channel to me.
The whole channel?
The whole channel.
That's a lot of work.
No channel, aren't I? Jeez Louise. All right. Well, I'll give it one last shot.
I think they're dying.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna try. What was it? 5 of hearts? Damn it. That wasn't the card.
That's the ace of spades.
Yeah, I noticed that, man. All right, I give up, bro. I'm done. I'm done.
He doesn't
I
want to
give
go
him a
through.
chance where he can have it.
Glenn says, oh no, I'm done. Astra doesn't want to go through that. LOL. Why don't you do a trick for Astra? It'll be easier than me, who kind of knows how to play around with this.
Wait, what was your card again?
Mine?
Yeah.
5 of hearts. That's the 8 from Portugal.
Hey, look at that! I did it.
Go back in there, you. Stay
I
in
like
there.
how you can find a card and pinpoint it, but you can't get a card in the middle of the deck.
Dude, you're telling me, bro. It's a gift and a curse, right?
That's the ace from 4 tricks ago.
Okay. Astrid, name a card, I guess. I don't know. What are we doing now?
If he's still here, I think it'd be cool to do a trick for him.
Okay. Definitely. Let's do it.
Since Glenn doesn't want to show you or teach you his trick anymore.
You don't want to go through that again. I don't blame him.
Well, actually, I would love to learn that trick, honestly.
Your turn.
I'd love to learn that. I saw that.
Man, I learned that color change with my right hand, so I've been trying to get back into.
You're left-handed. I know.
No, I'm right-handed. I'm right-handed. Yeah, it's crazy because like when I fan, like someone mentioned it that I fan weird because I switch hands to fan when like.
Bro.
But I can do it with both hands, so
Bro.
do it with that one, and I can do it with that one.
You know how long it took me to fan left-handed, bro?
Pretty long, I guess.
Well, it took me a while, and I don't know if you know why. Well, you probably do know why, right? Well, there's something you can do fanning left-handed.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
But that's how I've always done it first, that way. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
That was how I learned the first time, and I don't know if it's because I learned from someone who was left-handed on probably YouTube, but it took me like probably a day and a half to figure out how to do it the right way.
Wow.
And then same thing with that color change. Like if I hated doing it back then because I'd be like, all right, watch me turn this card, and I would switch hands to do it.
Glenn.
What do you say? NGS, your lovely fiance is awesome. I'm glad she is keeping this conversation. Yeah.
I'm sober.
She is sober.
Somebody's got to keep it together.
That's why I keep her around.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to demonstrate it, but if you're able to fan the cards in a certain way, and you show your spectator, think of one of these cards. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I go through, I can probably guess what card you thought of in your mind. That would be pretty cool, right? Something
that would be pretty cool, yeah.
So if you were to name a card right now, the one that you saw in your mind from the spread, what was it?
10 of spades.
The 10 of spades? Oh, man. You know what's crazy is I actually cut perfectly to the 10 of spades. Do you believe me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you really?
Do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't think you were gonna get it right.
him.
Honestly, I thought I totally goofed that one. But that's something I learned from Aussie Win, which is pretty crazy.
So I mean,
And I did it horribly, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did it horribly.
you
but
did.
I'm
You want to know how
surprised I did.
horribly you did it? I had to guess what suit that was, and there was a 50-50 chance here.
That's something I actually I work with.
So that's the. I assume it's the same concept as the whole like think. You know, see a card.
It's different. If I can get a Jesus Christ, if I can get a good fan here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But wow, bro. There's
Can we go get
this.
those
This is the
SpongeBob?
knock deck. I don't know why this is happening right now. Hold on. Let me put some air in between them or something. Jesus, I'm gonna create it.
That's what you're doing too, yeah. They're called air cushion for a reason.
Yeah, for real. Am I gonna have to pull another deck out? Okay. Well, all right. If I were to pull this out, you're gonna think of one card. Go. Got it?
All right.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you want her
pretty
to do it?
you know- Huh?
Or do you want her to do it?
I wasn't looking.
Did she get one?
Gone.
No, she didn't see one, but I did.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get my guess out. This is just a guess at this point because that was horrible. But I'm gonna guess that. Okay. What was your card?
10 of hearts. Now, I'm not gonna lie here. I went for the easiest one to see.
That's sort of the key to it.
Yeah, I know, but me being a magician, if I were to be an asshole, I wouldn't have picked that one.
Yeah, but most spectators that want to see magic aren't going to be an asshole toward you.
Grandmaster Flash.
Curtis Blow. Yo.
Man, that's some like really old school shit. Or, I mean, to me, I'm a young head. I'm sorry, I am. I am actually only 28, believe it or not. I
So-
know I look 12, but I'm 28.
I'm gonna go through this real quick because this is actually a really interesting concept. It's a psychological concept.
All right.
If you can fan the cards really tight, which for some reason right now my fingers are not mathing right now.
So you're just trying to like hide the indices, right? The suits on the indices.
It's interesting. Okay, if you were to fan the cards, right? Look, let's say you fan them tightly, fan them really tight. I'm not doing a very good job of that right now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
This is horrible.
So like that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, perfectly. Okay. Now, usually, if you, okay, do it again, but really, really good. Watch. I'm going to show you something interesting. Do it again.
All right. So do it again.
Do it
All
again.
right.
No, again.
Again. All right.
There's a
Are we
certain,
wanting
there's a
like to
certain like
see
little knack
every
to it.
individual card? Is that what we're trying to do here?
There's a certain knack to it. You'll see what I'm saying. Okay,
Is this
perfect.
the
Boom.
magic trick where
Right
you
there.
make me fan a card?
Look. You see it?
Right.
What card pops out to you immediately?
10 of clubs.
Exactly. That's the
So-
card they will register. Listen, as you fan that out, you look at it and then show them quickly. Say,
Oh,
grab
so
it, look
I'm
in front of you.
already assuming what they're gonna see.
It
Okay.
pops out because of how it's spread in the cards. There's going to be one card that'll pop out better than all the rest. And this shit hits. When this hits, bro, it hits because not only is it not chosen physically, it's chosen mentally. So when this hits, it hits like Mike Tyson.
All right, cool. Pick a card out of here, but obviously not this one.
Jesus Christ. All right, I need another drink for that. Yeah.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Spades. So if I'm too tight on it, I got to keep going, right?
Yeah. Basically, it's going to be a tight spread. It's going to be a tight spread, and once you see a card that
It's
sticks out,
LMAO again.
yeah. We're having a fun night tonight.
I want you to look at one card. What do you see?
Oh, okay, come on, man, come on. No, you do. Okay, look, you can do a tight. Can't get it right now. Just look at that. That's horrible. I can't get a tight spread right now.
So 10 of clubs is probably what you're going to see out of this. Why is the
Right.
10 the one that pops up? There's two of them right here.
Well, give it a shuffle because it doesn't matter what card it is. Honestly, there's going to be one that's going to stick out.
I'm just saying though, like the last few times, like, okay, I got it.
Jack of Hearts.
No.
No. 6 of Spades.
Yes.
Okay, well, one of those is going to stick out, and you're going to know instantly which one it is. Even if you get it wrong, you're going to know which one it is. So, for example,
yeah, the minute that they say no, then you already know what the other one is. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and then you can use that to your advantage. So, I said 6 of Hearts, and wait, hold on. What was your card?
No. Mine was the 6 of Spades.
Oh, 6
you
of
said,
Spades.
I think Jack of Hearts is what you said, but
Jack
6
of
of Spades is what I saw.
6 of Spades. 6 of Spades. Okay. What the fuck? There's no way. Where that card is like the 4th card from the bottom.
Dude, you're great, dude. You're a magician.
I am a great magician. Have you ever seen Kung Pao?
A long time ago.
Bro, there's a point where the character Master Betty, his shirt keeps changing color. It's obviously because they're doing different scenes.
Yeah.
He's like, my shirt is black. I am a great magician. And it changes to red. Oh my god, this shit kills me, bro. I'm gonna have to make a video about that one day.
So, if say for example you couldn't use playing cards, what would be the go-to thing to do a magic trick with?
Boy, there's so many things. You can use your hands. You can use rubber bands. You can use coins.
But you personally, what would you go to? What would you gravitate to?
Me personally?
Glenn says a coin.
If I have a coin on me, I don't have a coin on me actually, but there's a couple of.
I always have a coin on me, except right now because I'm in pajamas. But when I have my jeans, I have a coin on me all the time.
I am not in pajamas, but I rarely carry coins with me. Like I wasn't even expecting to perform at this party. I just took a deck of cards with me. I'm gonna have some fun with. Jesus Christ! What happened to this table? I move this table. This shit is just wobbling. That deserves a drink. All right, guys. I promise I'm not an alcoholic either. This is just my off day.
It's your off day. I only drink on days that end with Y.
Huh?
I only drink on days that end with Y.
Yeah. Well, that seems like every day. That seems like you have a problem, pal.
Wednesday.
Not gonna lie, I got on a little bourbon spread at one point, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta stop." You know.
What's the drink that you have, had so much of you can't drink anymore?
Water?
The legs on the table are running.
I don't know. Oh, you know what I hate? Orange juice.
Because you can taste the vodka in it, right?
No, I literally hate orange juice because at one point my mom used to work at a plant that made orange juice, and she'd bring home so much of that shit. The acid and shit, I can't do it, bro.
Too acidic for you?
Ironically, I make orange juice now as a living.
That's how it goes, man.
What the fuck?
The orange doesn't fall far from the bush.
Yeah. Seriously though. But there's like so many like little hidden golden gems. Even something as simple as cutting the deck can be repeated. Like the exact same point. Did you see that?
Can you do the other one-handed cut like that?
Which one?
This one right here. So, like this. I did it slow. I can do it better faster, but
I can't do it that well, honestly.
This was the first one-handed cut I learned, and then I learned
No shit.
the one you're doing now.
This one I do without even thinking about it. I just fucking do that shit. Bullshit. Except for now. Well, look, I fixed it one-handed, so that's good, right?
Did you fix it?
Look, they're all the same way.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not that great with like a lot of cardistry type moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not the best, honestly.
My favorite one is this one right here, which is like my go-to because it's hard for me to mess up. But you do the Pharaoh shuffle, and then you do the fan, so it looks like this.
Big fan, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I do like that.
And then you could do the waterfall from here, which I haven't done in a while now, so forgive me if I do this wrong. But you drop them like that, and then you put them on your hand like this, and then you
Do
just
you know how to do the double shuffle?
just do this right here.
Yes, the waterfall.
Waterfall.
What
Yeah.
about the double shuffle? Do you know that one?
No.
All right, check this out. You shuffle it once here,
Oh, okay.
one time here,
Hold on. Hold
one
on,
time here,
Brandon.
Pause.
Hold on.
and one time here. What?
Pause.
Pause?
NGS, I like your cards. What brand are they? The backs are like the snakeskin, or like snakeskin. They're cool. All right, so this is the Overlook playing cards by Art of Play. So have you ever seen The Shining? It's an old horror movie by Stanley Kubrick. These cards are based on it. So it's the actual carpet pattern that, Danny Torrance is riding his little tricycle on the outside of room 237. It's a horror movie. But the face cards are the normal face cards, just different color palette. These are awesome. I love these. They look cool whenever you fan them or do cardistry with them.
They are awesome. I'm actually considering buying them myself.
You should. They have a white version, which I don't think looks as cool as these. Anyway, the double shuffle. The double shuffle.
Yeah. So you're familiar with it now?
No. Whenever you were doing it, the comments came up too, and I read it. So, all right, now go.
Okay. All right. So
I'm going with
you
you
do-
at the same time. All right,
you
so
Pharaoh shuffle.
Pharaoh shuffle. I love it already.
All right.
Okay.
You go a quarter of the way. Then you're going to go corner to corner when you shuffle so that they become in jog in the opposite direction. You see that?
Okay. All right.
Once they become in jog in the opposite direction, you grab from the middle,
Uh-huh.
right? And you push this way, right?
All right.
And they get another shuffle in the middle.
Okay, so and I see what you're
Trying to do
saying.
it slow is not the greatest, but so let's do that again and faster.
So it's just one shuffle, but you do it twice, is what I'm hearing here.
Pretty much, it's one shuffle that you get
And
to
then
do
do it
twice.
again this way. Okay. Yeah, that would take some practice, but I get the concept. This
Are you
is really great
familiar
with the
with the,
fucking one-way deck here.
Are Are you familiar with the anti-pharaoh?
I'm familiar with it. I'm not good at it.
You don't have to be good at it. It's very simple.
I'm still not good at it.
No, trust me. It's very simple. Look, I'm going to make it very simple. Look,
Okay.
one card down, one card up, 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 one card down, all the way through. One up, one
Okay.
down, one up, one 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 down, etc., 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 etc.
Sounds like World War II. All right. I did it.
Well, you made it through faster than me. All right, so then you once you have them here, you separate.
Yeah. Okay, so separate them.
Okay, so for example, if we were to separate and then hold a break, right? And then look, check this out. You then perfectly pharaoh them. That's an in pharaoh, not an out pharaoh. Okay, in pharaoh, because one's going down, one's going up, one's going down, one's going up. So that means
So-
you're gonna when you go to Pharaoh, you perfectly Pharaoh the cards, meaning that one is on the outside, right?
Uh-huh.
You push them in. And when you Pharaoh them, you're now back in the exact
To
same
where you
point
were
started.
original.
Exactly. So let's say you started in a new deck order or you started in a stack. You can use an anti-Pharaoh, then
Put it
cut
back into
exactly
the
in half. Cut exactly in half, which if you have a stack, you know exactly what's 26 card, for example. You'll know exactly what's halfway point. Right? You
Yeah.
then Pharaoh, and it looks like you shuffled the cards before beginning, and now you're in stack.
being proactive, staying a step ahead.
Bro, it could be something as simple as separating red from black. You can have the entire deck in red, black, red, black, red, black, and then you do an anti-Pharaoh, right? Or yeah, you have it all in you separate them, right? And so now you're in red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. But then when you Pharaoh
To
them,
do the
one
out of the
half will be
world.
black and the other half will be red.
To do the out of the
So-
world trip. Or out of
Right.
this world.
Right. That's
So,
a perfect setup for it.
Glenn says, "Hey Don, it's Glenn. Can you show us the pinchable shuffle? I like that, but I forget how you taught it. Thanks."
The pinchable shuffle. Is he talking about? I think he's talking about. I think he's talking about when you shuffle, but you retain the top card. Is that what you're talking about, Glenn? You retain the top card or the bottom card, depending on how you're shuffling it. Is that what you're talking about? Like, let's say you have the Jack of Spades and you shuffle, and that's called a slip shuffle. Is that what you're talking about? You pinch the cards to shuffle. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll talk about that now. So let's say you have a card that's on top, and I really like this because you can shuffle the cards, right? And it looks like I'm really doing a good shuffle, right? But I'm still retaining that top card. And how that works here is it's exactly like a slip force. So I'm retaining this here, and I'm just using my pinky and my ring finger here, and I'm pulling all the other cards. See that here? I'm pulling all the other cards. When you do it at speed, it really looks like all the cards are getting shuffled. And if you wanted to really mess around with this this stack here or this controlled card that you have, right, the 10 of clubs, you can then let off one card, do the rest of the cards, shuffle the rest of the cards in, right, and then at the same time do another shuffle here where you're retaining that card. Jesus, I cannot stop ejecting cards.
He's not very good at retaining the card.
Okay, so
Me neither.
Either.
see what I'm saying? Oh, geez, look, I did another one. You know what? It's shot time. How did I cut the deck perfectly? Bro, if I have 26 and 26, I'm gonna
Count them right now.
That deserves 2 shots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 27, 28, 29. All right, I was close. But it looked cool. It looked a lot cooler than it was. Okay. You called it the pinch. I wrote it down. This is because there's multiple things that is done with this. Fuck, I forgot what I called it. Honestly,
I think we called it the pinch.
no, I didn't. There's another name for it. I just said it, bro. I just said it. Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, let's just go over it one more time. This is the card we're going to be retaining at the top.
Flip it backwards.
What, this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it more obvious.
We're going to be retaining this with our pinky and our ring finger. And as we go to shuffle, our pinky and our ring finger are the only fingers that are actually holding this down.
See,
And I'm going to do it really slow.
The slip
And you
shuffle,
just-
Glenn said.
It looks like a regular shuffle after that point. Slip shuffle. Yes, slip shuffle. Thank you very much. That's exactly what it's called officially. It's called a slip shuffle. So use your pinky and your ring finger and you pinch here and you just kind of just pinch off the cards here and it looks great, honestly. And you're going to retain that. And this card can also be retained when you just peel off one card and the rest of the cards on top. And then you continue to shuffle using the slip shuffle here. And it looks good. It looks messy. It looks fun. It looks regular, but you still retain that card. There's a couple of other different shuffles that I use. One of the ones that I learned from Ben Earl. Okay, there we go. One of the ones I learned from Ben Earl is going to be an awesome one.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Yeah, I'm not as thin as you drunk I am, seriously. One of the ones I learned from Ben Earl, and I want you guys to see if you can notice what's going on here because it's actually pretty good. Right? Did you see anything? Be honest.
Do it again. I didn't see anything, but
Now
I
look,
wasn't
here-
watching, so no.
wait, hold on. I did a double lift that I didn't even mean to.
Jack of clubs, all
Wait,
right.
I'm
All
still
right.
retaining that card. Okay, so I'm gonna do it one more time to see if you guys even notice what's going on here. Oh, Jesus Christ, another double lift.
You throwing
Why do I keep
cards?
double lifting for some reason? You see it?
Okay. Yeah, I got how you did that.
Okay. Same thing here.
I've never thought because I use that technique in other tricks, but I only do it like 4 or 5 cards. I've never thought to do that during an overhand shuffle. Interesting.
The overhand shuffle is so good because it's so common. So many people use the overhand shuffle. So let's go over that real quick. Peel off a small portion of cards, retaining the top card here. And as I'm putting it in the back here, I'm pinching it.
Grabbing it.
Now, as I'm in this position, you can't see anything. You can't see nothing that I'm doing here. And then what I'm doing here now is I'm dropping the last portion of cards and then dropping the one that I pinched.
That's gonna take
Retaining
practice
that,
to make it look
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
flawless.
There's another similar one.
Because it reminds me of like the whole like I have here 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, but really I have 3.
Yeah,
Same concept, but with shuffling. Then
basically, yeah. Another version of this same technique is this, where you peel off. You know what? I'll just show you here. And right there, I did not change the order of the cards at all. Not even a little bit.
see, I told you it's a pinch shuffle. He said.
What? The pinch. Oh man. Okay. Well, that's a different shuffle though. That's a different shuffle. I know it now. I know it. Uh-oh. Bro, I don't know what just happened. We just went live again. Video number 3. Let's go for it. 4 of clubs. All right, check this out. Pin shuffle is this. So I know what you're talking about. It's not the slip shuffle. You're talking about this here, where I peel off a chunk of cards, a small chunk of cards. You pinch it in between your hands here, and you can't see it. You can't see it until you go through all the cards and you throw down like this. And then you have retained that card on top.
I have like heavy hands where I chunk way too much of the deck down.
It takes a little practice. It takes a little practice, but this one's not too bad. Once you get it, you can do it drunk, I promise. Okay, no, but this is what I really want to show you. Let's say this deck isn't, let's just pretend this deck is in new deck order, okay? Because this one's
Alright.
really important. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna peel off about half of the deck, right? You're gonna put this on top and you're gonna pinch the rest. But you're gonna peel off, right? You're gonna peel off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Come back with that pinch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and everything on top, and you've retained the entire.
Oh, so you're really just dropping singular cards, not chunks.
Okay, this is a different shuffle. This is a completely different shuffle of what I just did. This is a whole different one, I promise. Look. Okay, so look, let's pay attention. Look, we have
Okay.
King of Hearts.
Like I'm a kid.
Look,
King
of
two.
Hearts, Two
Eight.
of Clubs, Eight of Hearts. Okay, so I'm gonna retain that entire little stack right there, right? We
Okay.
peel off here,
Uh-huh.
right? Right. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down, grab this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. Look, I kept the same exact step. The whole deck is exactly the same. But
Uh-huh.
when you do it at speed, it looks really good. So you can have new deck order, a stack, whatever you want. So I'm going to show you one more time in slow motion. You ready? Check this out. For anybody who's interested in this type of thing, you cut about half the deck. You peel off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back down. You pinch the rest of it, right? You let the first packet or the second packet off. Peel off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you retain the entire stack. Everything is exactly the same, but when you do that at speed, it kills, bro. It kills. So you can have the entire deck, new deck order. Yeah, don't do that.
It is a 4 of spades, though.
It was the 4 of spades.
Wow, that's not a coincidence. Okay, that's something I want to bring up. The amount of things that happens to you as a magician in coincidence.
For Chinese, I could understand you guys. LMAO, just kidding.
Bro, you don't know the amount of shit that happens as coincidence. You have someone name a card, right? They name a card, let's say whatever. They name a card, and that card happens to be the card that's already on top, or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
So that happens very often. Like, your fiance, if she was to name a card, do you have a favorite card in it by any chance? You don't have a favorite card by any chance? Would you name a card randomly?
3 clubs.
3 clubs. Okay. Well, obviously you saw that wasn't 3 clubs, but if I go through here, okay, so look, very close, the 3 of spades. The amount of coincidence that happens is it's pretty crazy, actually.
I've had my instances of
halfway through.
coincidence.
It was about halfway through, but
It also helps too to like, so if you have a favorite card, you tend to notice a lot of the times that card appears for some reason. I don't know if it's because you mess around with it a lot, but
go through my videos. See how many times the freaking 2 of hearts appears, bro. I swear to God, I'm not doing this shit on purpose. No, I'm dead ass serious, bro. It just shows, bro. Look in this very video. I guarantee you're gonna see the 2 of hearts.
And I think it's like that GTA conundrum where you find a car you've never seen in GTA before, you steal it, and now you see it everywhere. Or I think that happens in real life too. You buy a car, and all of a sudden everybody has a 2020 Volkswagen Bug when you're driving and seeing it.
Bro, I swear to God, sometimes I think the simulation is real, bro.
How did I know he was going to say that?
You knew I was going to say that because the simulation is real.
You know how many times him and his buddy talk about the simulation?
I could go all day about this, but we're going to stick with magic because Glenn says it took me 3 hours, but this is what I came here to see. LMAO. Kidding.
Yo, okay.
He turned into a
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay. I nerd out about this shit because I study quantum physics as just something that I do for fun. I love physics in general, but quantum physics I really get into. So we can talk about the double slit experiment. We can talk about all that shit for days and days and days. I get into this shit. I live for this shit. Talk about it.
Nice. Yeah, we talk about this all the time. And I mean all the time. So yeah, Glenn said simulation or stimulation. Both are the same thing. Stimulating our blood.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
The issue with the simulation theory, though, is you cannot prove or disprove that we are in a simulation. Impossible.
But doesn't that prove it's a simulation?
Cannot. No.
But listen, hear me out. The fact that you cannot prove that it's not a simulation might prove that it's a simulation.
Okay, but that's like me saying,
Once
all right,
we-
see this card, I'm going to burn it. I burn it. You will never know if it was black or red, but because I burned it, it could
It's
have been
black.
either black or it's the
It's black.
Schrodinger cat.
It's black. Yeah, I know.
It was a
We live
50-50
in a
shot.
simulation, bro.
Of course.
We live in a simulation, bro. I'm obviously trolling you, but
Yeah, no. It's I mean, this is going beyond magic here, but have you seen
no, I want to
Futurama?
go beyond magic in our conversations. I do not want them to be boxed in.
Now I need a drink.
Okay, can I please say that lyric? You already know which one I'm talking about. Kendrick
No,
Lamar.
which one? Enlighten me.
Kendrick
Oh, Kendrick
Lamar.
Lamar. Say his name, and I'll promise that you'll see Candyman.
No, Black Friday.
Black Friday.
You bitches can never box me in. I'm David Blaine.
David Blaney, all you hoes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's go there. Yeah,
It's deeper than that, okay? Don't look like that.
Oh, we're looking like that because there's a noise going on. It's like the simulation doesn't want us to talk about this.
Is your house haunted? Are your
No,
apartment
it's not.
haunted?
Our last apartment was, or we think it was. But yeah, no. I want you to dive into this.
I can't disprove
Can't.
The dog, but
So I want you to go into this lyric since it's so deep. I want to hear this.
that. I can go into it pretty deep.
Don Blaine.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Here we go. Put on your speculation hat. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna put on my speculation. Hold on, check this out. You see my favorite cards?
Split space, yes.
That's right.
Well, bro, that's a heart. It's not even a spade.
Bro, don't even challenge me on this right now. You don't want to challenge me on this right now. All right, listen. I call upon the double slot experiment, where a particle is shot between one or two slots at the same time, right?
All
The
right.
particle goes through either one slot or the other slot. When observed, when not observed, it only goes through both at the same time. When not observed, it leaves a different pattern. The pattern is of a wave, not a particle hitting. What does that mean? That means reality only exists when it's being observed.
Yeah, that's literally the Schrodinger cat concept.
Exactly. For example, does a tree make a sound when it falls in the woods when no one's around to hear it?
Yes, it does.
How do you know if you're not around to hear it or not around to measure it?
How do I know? Because observation has proven that the
But observation cancels out the experiment.
So hold on now. Observation proves, right, that particles moving is the translation of sound that we hear. The wind that we feel is particles in movement.
Exactly.
It's, so the reason
But the
why I can
correct-
sit here and say that observation has no effect on it is because out in space, okay, here we go, about to mind fuck you here, all right? And I
Please
apologize to anybody watching this who expected some magic shit, okay?
No magic here, all science.
So, as you know, light is both, a wave and
And a particle.
a particle. Is called a photon.
Photon.
Photons
Right.
travel. They have a limit on how far they can travel within a year. It's called like a light year,
Light
is what it's
speed.
called.
Yeah.
And the light year in which light is coming from space, it has no effect on whether or not it's been observed or not. The stars that we see are dead already, but we're seeing a past image, regardless
Right.
if we observe
We're
it or
looking into
not.
the past, exactly. Correct.
And I think that in and of itself is a proof of because we observe it. No, that light is old light. Now, if light was immediate,
Time is not relative.
time is the fourth dimension.
Time is not relative. If you look at Einstein's equation, time is not relative. Time is a concept of man.
It is, yes. I always say time is just how we measure the not destruction, but the decreasing of energy. That's all time is.
Like a length.
We witness half-lives or dyings of our cell. How long it takes our cells to die is what time is.
Right.
Yeah.
The length of time.
But
right.
still, though,
But time is not linear. And that is proven through Einstein's equations.
Yes, time is not linear, but to us, it is.
Right, to us.
Yes,
But
that's
not
what
to the
matters here.
universe.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. To us, it does not matter. It's linear. We can't do
To
anything now.
our perception
Anything
of
beyond
time.
us, anything beyond us is completely conjecture. I mean, we don't have a start of the universe. We
Okay.
probably will never see the end of the. I hope we will never see the end of the universe. That'd be some crazy shit.
We have an
But-
approximate start. Approximate.
Yeah, no, we do.
Approximate.
We have
Now,
we have a few ideas. We have a few ideas, just like we have a few ideas of like the prebiotic peptides for, what did they call it? The soup, the
primordial soup. However,
Primordial
those
soup.
have been disproven already.
no, not all of them.
Most of them, the pre-existing conditions for life more than likely could not exist without an outside source.
Yes, but the issue with this now,
Such
I
as,
don't know
even
much.
if,
I
even if
don't
it
know
was
much about.
such as an asteroid or something to bring life to this Earth, that has not been ruled out.
So I mean, yeah, like I said, there are options to why we've gotten to the point we are from that, but let me just throw this out here. If you're listening to James Tour, don't be listening to James Tour. That guy is
I don't even know who that is.
good. Don't look it up. That man is a I don't know what to call it. It's a God of the gaps kind of guy. He's like, well, we don't really know, so it's God. Hey, fiance, hey, that's you.
Keep me in the other guest room while those two talk universe.
Anyway, let me blow your
What
mind.
about-
Let me blow
what-
your mind here with something that's been fucking with me for a minute now. Okay, so
Please.
you understand dimensions, right? You're talking about quantum mechanics here, right? You understand that the first dimension is a singular axis, so a singular
Right.
point that can go forward and
A
back.
point, a dot. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Now I know you get this, but I'm saying this for people watching this.
Two-dimensional.
A
Flat.
second dimensional point is an X and a Y axis. So it's
Y-axis,
a point that
correct.
can go forward, back, and left and right, and then anything in between that. Third
They can't
dimensional
see.
being, which is what we
Can't
are,
be
has
observed anything beyond that. Correct.
Z-axis. So us being a three-dimensional being has a Z-axis. We can go up and down now. So left, right, up, down. That's 3 dimensions. The third
And
dimension
then the fourth dimension that's created by man would be time.
would be time. It has to be time,
Would
or at
be,
least
but we
for
live
what
in a
our
three-dimensional
comprehension
universe.
is. For what our comprehension is, it would be time, and the concept of it has really fucked me because to new viewers, which I apologize again. We know it's magic and card oriented, but you have
Not necessarily, bro. We can make this anything we want to make it. It's kind of like a
no. I get it,
discussion.
but the people jumping in are probably anticipating magic and shit like that, which I
Bro,
get it.
I think we did like 3 hours of that already. Seriously, there's some gold in what we've talked about already. Go ahead.
So the rule goes that the higher dimensional being can circumvent obstacles the previous dimensional being cannot. So a singular
Right,
being
correct.
cannot go
Yes.
around a point, but
Right.
a two-dimensional being can.
Right.
Quantum
Like a
physics
two-dimensional being would not be able to
Jurassic
recognize
Park.
what a three-dimensional being in its space is.
So if
They
you were
see
to
it as
give
a flat line.
a flat line or a flat plane for a two-dimensional
Right.
being, if you were to put a
Right.
two-dimensional being in a plane in a
Yes,
box,
sir.
it will not be able to get out. But if you tell it, hey man, just go over the line, they can't. They don't know how to do that. That's not in their understanding. But
There's
to
no
us, we
over.
can say, go over it. So we take that same mentality, put it on the third dimension. We put ourselves in a cube or a box that we cannot get out. So I take you, I throw you in a cell, and put you in there. The only way that we could
Which is a sandbox.
jump over it is go to a time when we were not in it, or a time that we got out of it. Which a fourth dimensional being would be like, hey, why don't you just go to a time when you were no longer in that box? It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I can do that every day, all the time. There's not even days.
That's
So
if
fourth dimensional
time,
being.
that's if time is a concept that is outside of relativity. I mean, it has to be
Our-
within relativity
To
for us to
our
do that.
relativity, yeah.
There's 3 dimensions though, not 4.
Hey, Glenn said, I hope your other guests understand these guys. Oh, man, my friends, dude. This is what we talk about all the time. We talk about the existence of a God, a creator. If there was no creator,
Let's
we're
just
really
mention this for a second. Myself and Next Gen Spawn channel, we have a lot in common outside of Magic and playing cards.
if you couldn't tell by watching
I would
this,
have
yeah.
never guessed. That statement blew my mind.
But
That was
it-
the
it-
cherry on the cake.
Honestly,
Now I know.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of like it was like Step Brothers, like that scene from Step Brothers. Like,
Yep.
do we just become best friends?
Yep.
Seriously, without
Except
being
I don't
cringy
drop.
about it.
And we both have katanas, so it kind of doesn't really work that way.
I mean, how many people own katanas? I mean, honestly,
Nowadays, a lot.
seriously.
Texas, you can carry them.
In Texas, you can carry a katana. Yeah,
Okay,
fun
but
fact.
real katanas, not like real
Okay,
ones.
now when you're saying like real, you mean like forged katanas, not like mass
By
produced.
hand, made
Yeah, yeah,
by
yeah.
hand.
Not that many people. No.
I have one for practice that is not made by hand. It is made, admittedly, by a factory, but I have one custom made for me by hand to my specifications.
No, Hayami's in there.
Don't
I
do it,
have
bro.
I have a
Don't
lot
do
of production
Don't do
ones,
it,
but
bro.
they're more like anime
Don't do
based
it, bro.
ones.
Don't make me do it. I'm gonna
I mean-
get in trouble with my wife, bro. I'm gonna wake her up. Pulling out my katana and shit, bro. Don't do it.
No, but I'm a nerd. Like if I were to just look over here, I have so many things. Like I said, I'm a creative. Oh, here's one.
No.
It's not a real one, not
Okay.
full tang. I'm pretty sure this is a rat
Hold on,
tang.
hold on. Okay, but my question is, how many do you own?
Yes.
I sure do.
That is a great answer, bro.
Probably 6, but only 3 of them are real. And then no,
That's
8
good. I only
because I
have
have
2.
like
I only have
replicas.
2, but real in the sense as in they are ready for combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Okay,
fully
that's fine,
sharpened,
that's
full tang.
That's good.
Only one of them's battle wrapped.
I don't necessarily care where they're made, but I care about the quality of how they're made and the material they're made of. That says a lot.
I mean, I'm a fan of knives, and a lot of it comes down to like the geometry, knife geometry. So you can have a really like a supreme steel, like a luxury steel, like M390 or 20 CV, or like right now the big ones S90V.
Yeah.
You can have this really impressive steel that holds an edge, but if the geometry of the knife is shit, it does not matter.
Yeah.
Appreciate this.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
man,
cool.
you should-
I appreciate collections.
You should.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am full. I like it. I am full of of collections. That's my
have-
good friends.
Jesus, I'm not trying to
I mean,
put myself
Beyonce.
out right now, but I have a firearm collection, a somewhat knife collection. I've got a couple of knives. I've got like 3 or 4 different knives. I need to expand on that. I have a hell of a magic book collection though. That I can talk about.
I'm
If
sure,
you care
I
to
mean-
see, I'd show you. Here.
Absolutely not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Who doesn't care about you?
My soul is crushed.
Well, I'm just gonna turn this podcast off then. Actually,
We're done. We're done. Once they
We're
see
no
that
longer
video
best
that I
friends.
made for you, then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I understand." All right, hold on. I have a hell of a collection of magic books. There's the Torbell collection. Torbell. We have a very large collection of random. Most of these are card magic books, of course. Of course, we got the occasional. This is pretty cool. This is my my over 80-year-old deck, and I know you like
Seals.
you like seals, bro. Look at that thing. That's insane.
A stamp. Can't fool me.
Yeah. Well, it's a stamp seal, which you used to have to pay taxes on your playing cards back in the day. Very interesting. We have this here, which is
The Impossible Fold.
Oh my God, you know exactly what this is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We have a David Blaine signed bicycle deck, of course. That is my 2 of spades that I had in my pocket since I was like, God, I don't know, 8 years old. That's the real deal. And funny enough, behind it, I have a drawing that my niece did for me that I laminated. Back when I had my big beard, my niece drew that for me. She's a very talented artist. Very, very talented. I have some more books here. This Stars of Magic, got to get that. Some really, really great books here. This is the one I was telling you about. The Mnemonica. For stack decks on Tamariz. Get that book. Card College. If you don't get it, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're missing out. Repertoire by Ossie Wen. You have the Books of Wonder by Tommy Wonder. Classic books.
There's a lot of symbols.
Card College Light. Volume 1, 2, and 3. False Anchors. Unanchored. The Boy Who Cried Magic, which is by Andy Gladwin. Excellent book. This one is Less is More by Ben Earl. Very good book. Pitt Hartling with these books, Card Fiction and In Order to Amaze. And I have a couple of other books. And then this is my personal notebook that I write in here. This is cool. It actually it floats.
Levitate. Mm-hmm.
Just a light bulb, but it floats around and shit, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Oh God, get it back in. You gotta get it perfect. Oh God, I don't think I'm in shape to get it in perfect condition. Okay, there we go.
There you go. All right, now don't touch it again.
All right. Unreal Card Magic. I'm you know what, bro? If you would, I made this myself, which is really cool. There's a coin inside a bottle, and that's by Alex Pandrea. There's a Fort Knox.
That's
funny because I love the Fort Knox.
The gold ones?
Yeah. It's a little bit of my collection.
You know how far down the rabbit hole I went? You're gonna expect me to these?
Probably not, but it's okay. I have plenty more. Bunch of my card collection. But you never know. You might be seeing some of those in your future. Not giving any hints. Of course, you know what those are.
Yeah, are those the only 2 luxury ones you have?
No, hell no. The fuck?
So you have the silver monarchs and the white gold monarchs?
Yeah, and then, of course, those. Gold artisans.
Gold artisans.
Got the OG DMC elites.
I don't know.
And the red and the blue. The super rare white gold and black gold. Cohort collection. You gotta have those. The Knox luxury collection. Which if you're not getting those, what's wrong with you?
If you're not getting those,
of course. Oh, Richard Turner.
Oh.
Signed deck by Richard Turner. If you don't know who that is, please look him up. Look him up. He's awesome. So I kind of got all the colors here in order. And I've got some random decks. Of course, I got to represent my city, New York City. City Skylines.
Biggie.
That one. The Dark Knight. That is actually the first deck I've ever owned when I was a child, and I found another version of it.
Oh, you know
Briefly.
Chase is named after a Batman character?
What?
Dr. Chase Meridian.
Dr. Chase Meridian. Yes, that's Batman Forever.
That's where I got my name from.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
That's still Star Wars, of course. 007, which I feel like you're disappointed by. But let's move on. That's the one you got to get.
Yeah, I got to get that one.
And you got to get that one too, Dan and Dave.
Art
Baby.
of Magic.
You got to get those. And then, of course, I got these here, which is just pretty cool. It's a sheet of unprinted split spades.
Chase Meridian.
It's pretty cool. Signed.
Glenn asked who is Chase Meridian. I'm not sure. I haven't watched
Chase
Batman
Meridian
Forever
is
in
a
forever.
character in Batman Forever who is a psychologist that either willingly or unwillingly discovers the true identity of Batman.
Oh shit!
Yeah, big Batman fan, guys. If you didn't know, huge. Love the comics. Love the movies.
I think we're out of water. Okay.
Your saliva? No, thank you.
I actually never really got into Batman like that, unfortunately. Or Marvel or Batman. None of those were really tickle my fancy.
I care for DC more than I care for Marvel. However, I do enjoy Marvel. I'm not gonna say I don't enjoy Marvel. But I feel like the darker, more gritty stories that DC provides are more interesting to me personally.
So, like the DC ones, right? I get to like the
Watchmen.
all the ones that aren't from the Batman and Superman universe tend to be my favorite, like Watchmen.
There's a crossover series of comic books. I don't know if you've read them yet. There's a whole mystery.
If it's not by Alan Moore, I
movie.
usually don't read them because
Okay.
Alan Moore is the one I like because he also wrote V for Vendetta, which I'm sure
Right.
you've heard of the movie, but it was a comic.
I know of it. Yeah.
And like when the show came out for the new Watchmen, Alan Moore was completely against it, but he actually got fucked on the whole Watchmen IP. Have you heard about that?
Okay. Yeah, actually, I have heard about it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I'd be
but that tends
pissed.
to happen in the comic book world, honestly, more often than not, unfortunately. One of my reads that I would tell you to check out is The Long Halloween. Check out The Long Halloween. Read that. Read Year One. That's actually what this tattoo is from. Year One. One of my favorite comics. It's another telling of Batman's origin story, sort of. Kind of
Like his first year. Is that why it's called Year One?
Exactly. Yeah. One of my favorites. One of my favorites, sure. The Long Halloween is one of my favorites. It's sort of like a whodunit type of mystery. You really get into the detective aspect of it. And as you read on, you're like, man, who the fuck is this person? You start thinking it's one person, and then you start thinking it's another person.
Really so it's like mindfuck with it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I can take you as a reader. You like to read, right?
She likes to read.
He doesn't. I do.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna recommend a book, but it's not for the faint of heart.
I don't know what that means, but I'm all in.
Okay.
Hold that thought. So real quick, Glenn said, "What does Chase, your fiance, do? Is she a rap artist, a magician?" No, she works at a flower shop.
My father used to work at a flower shop, and he's actually a good florist. Very
Just sit there and
interesting.
read. I get paid
My
to read.
father's actually. I lived to a point where I saw him work at a flower shop at one point, and he was their top florist. He used to work for Floral Plenty. Floral Plenty, if you look up in history, is actually 1-800-Flowers now. But back in the day, back in the 70s, 80s, used to be a Floral Plenty.
Interesting.
Back
Yeah,
in the
she
Brooklyn
works at a flower
days.
shop now, but she does baking. Like that's
Oh,
what
really?
she went to school for, was baking, and that's what she enjoys
Okay,
doing.
interesting. That's awesome. Nailed it.
Huh?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I don't like sweets.
I was referring to the Netflix show. Nailed it.
Oh,
Where
I
they
don't know.
take, like, amateur bakers and
yeah.
they put them on.
And they
to
like try to make
crazy
them replicate
cakes
the
and stuff.
thing.
Have you guys never seen that show?
I have.
It's actually
Maybe I
pretty funny.
Yeah.
My
They're
girl
like
got me
at-home
into it.
amateur bakers that have no experience in anything, and they
That's
throw them
funny.
in the show, and they're like, "Make this."
Bro, just act like you don't know how
It's
to
like
bake.
expectation versus
and get on that
reality. Is
show.
really what it is.
Fuck that
Expectation.
shit. Act like you don't know how to bake and get on that show and win, bro. Like, fuck that shit. Seriously. Like,
Yeah, I have
oh my
no
God, I don't know
experience.
what
Make a
happened to
fucking
this cake.
wedding cake.
Yeah, bake some bullshit and get on that show on camera, and then like make a masterpiece, and then as long as it
Then I
tastes
just
good,
like
you'll be
delete
right.
my social media.
She has a green thumb. That is awesome. Very good. Baking is great. Does she enter contests? No. I don't. If she does, it's behind my back. I
No.
do not know.
I just do it for fun.
She's also a great cook. As much as she doesn't want to admit it, because then that would mean she'd cook more. She's
I
a great
hate
cook.
cooking. I'd prefer baking over cooking, but this boy doesn't eat sweets.
I don't eat sweets. It sucks too, because every time I tell people like, oh yeah, she's a baker, she bakes all the time, they're like, oh man, you must love the cakes or all the stuff she makes. I'm like, I don't like sweets.
Bro,
I don't
one
like
of the
it.
things that I've done recently is I've cut out sugar. So now I can't, like, if there's donuts or whatever is here, like any baked goods or anything, like, can't eat it. So I feel you, bro.
Well, I mean, I just won't eat them at all.
I'm like, he just doesn't
Well,
like them.
I would
With
normally
cupcakes,
actually
cakes,
enjoy them.
The only cake I will eat and enjoy is the tres leche cake. I don't know if you know what that is.
Bro, you kidding me? The fuck wrong with you, bro? Tres leche?
Tres
Yo soy
leche. That's my.
indirecta, bro. I know what the fuck tres leche is, bro. You kidding me? Get the fuck
That's the
outta
only
here.
cake that
Of
I can
course.
enjoy is the tres leche cake.
I'll fuck that shit up, bro. Well, I used to. I'm trying to steer away from it now, because I got a little extra weight to lose. So
I'm getting there. Working in an office job, because I used to be a line lead and work in like the car industry, moving around. Now I don't. Never heard of that cake. Okay, so a tres leche is a 3 milk cake. So the cake is a very like moist, spongy,
it's
like milky cake, creamy.
Yeah,
It's-
imagine a cake that somebody threw milk on. It's so moist and juicy, but like the way it's made, it's
like
so
3
good.
different milks.
It's so
And
good.
like she can make tres leche cake for my birthday. Is what she makes for me every year, is a tres leche, and she has to like soak it in the milk,
Oh
in
shit!
the 3 different milks or 4 different
Well,
milks.
I do 4, but
She has 4 milks, so technically she's a cuatro leche cake, but that doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah, cuatro leche. Might not. You speak Spanish?
Who, me?
¿Hablas español?
Hablo poquito.
Poquito. Más o
Poquito.
menos.
Yo comprehende más, but
Yo también. Más o menos.
así. I worked at when I worked at Saddle Creek, it was like a third-party logistics company. I was a line lead there, and because
familiar
I'm
with them.
Mexican, they would give me the Mexican line that only spoke Spanish, right?
you
So
always get in trouble.
they would always like start talking to me. I'm like, oh, no hablo español, and they'd be like, ah, mijo, no. I'm like, I'd be like, soy es mucho blanco, all right, gringo, el gringo.
You sound, bro. That sounds like every freaking old Puerto Rican person that's ever speaking to me ever. Like, you don't speak enough Spanish. I'm like, bro, I'm trying. It's the brain injuries. I can't retain it. I swear, I'm trying. I got a good grasp on English.
Un cabeza es malo.
For real, bro. I try, but honestly, it takes me too long to recall what words to speak fluently. That's my issue.
We answered this question. I don't remember.
I mean, I can understand very well, but
Mhm.
speaking back is where I have the issue.
Hey, that
Yeah.
was like me.
I can understand it, can't speak it. So like if they ask me questions, I haven't answered, don't know how to tell it to them, so I'll like sign it, like do what I can. It gets worse because like at Saddle Creek where I worked, we had to make bags. I don't know if you've heard of Ipsy before.
You killed him.
Bro, you're like 3 of hearts.
Trace
I'm not
of
talking about my ex.
fucking was corazon.
Tres corazones.
Tres corazon. All right, so Glenn says yummy sounds really good. You could have a cow next to you when you eat that cake. LMAO. I'm not talking about my ex. I'm sorry.
Bombs dropped. He dropped some bombs.
That's funny.
That's worth a shot.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's because I've been drinking, but I am not watching you refill this cup. So it's like an infinite glass.
Really? That's interesting.
Because now I see it because I brought it up.
Now, if he refills it after this, then you gotta ask questions.
Yeah, if you start, drinking and you still have it, I'm gonna be mad at you because you lied to me.
Well, that would be a really cool magic trick, right?
Yeah, the infinite glass.
Watch, she just pulls out another bottle.
Watch this trick. Aha, new one.
He said, "Do I have another bottle?" We have a whole shelf of bottles.
So it'll be a fucking bottle too. I'm not gonna drink it straight like this fucking maniac.
Can you give me a Sprite then?
This is some really girly shit, but I'm gonna drink it anyway.
Oh, the pink Whitney.
You already know.
Not from my drink choice. One of our friends used to drink it all the time.
My old lady likes it.
I meant.
It's for me.
Well, I know, but you didn't even bring a cup.
I'm working on it. I know what I'm doing. I do.
Yeah, that's Fuck, what is his name, bro? Oh my god, what's his name?
Doesn't it?
Why can't I remember his name, bro? What the fuck?
I don't
The
know. I
father
don't know.
of the Addams family. What's his name? Help me out.
The father?
David
The father,
Blaine.
what's his name?
David Blaine.
Gomez.
Daniel Garcia.
Gomez. Thank you.
Morticia and Gomez.
Oh, we're talking about the Addams Family.
I grew up on the Addams Family and the Munsters and Happy Days.
I have a
Me too,
confession. I've
bro.
never watched Addams Family.
Minus Happy Days, but yes. I didn't watch Happy Days that much. I've seen it here and there.
Lurch.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lurch, that's for sure. I've got a lurch.
Don
vibe
has
to
a
it.
thing from Addams Family off camera that keeps filling his glass. I would not doubt it at all.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
What is St. Patrick's
Is
Day?
it St. Patrick's Day already?
I think.
Well, technically, yes, since it's.
Oh, you son
Oh,
of a
for
bitch,
us,
I'm getting
for
making
you,
green.
definitely.
Wait,
Yeah. He came back with a bottle of pink Whitney.
I got a green drink that counts.
does this count?
Does
It's
it count?
water. It's gonna help me keep drinking.
I don't think you needed any help to keep drinking.
I don't. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is the funnest time I've had in my life, for sure.
This is the only time I've had in a life.
You got a point there, man. No, I
Oh,
used
but
to.
yeah,
I used to have I used to have a TikTok.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I ended
Never.
that.
It's okay. It looks like they're ending it all together.
Yeah.
I ended that for various reasons. Let's just put it like that. However, I like YouTube. I've always been on YouTube, so I just found it harder to grow your content on YouTube than it is
Yeah,
on
no.
TikTok. TikTok. When I
So-
left TikTok, I had like 2,500 followers. So
Did you let them know you're moving platforms?
unfortunately, I did not.
Oh.
That probably would have been a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too late. Oh well. Be
But
all
yeah,
right.
no. So the issue with like
Yeah, those brain
YouTube,
injuries, right?
it's the brain injuries. So on YouTube, the
I
issue
can't
is
deny
for
it.
like people like us. It's a very niche audience of people that watch the content that we
That is
make,
true.
and it's. I'm really hoping there's a like a surge of playing card collectors. Happy St. Patty's Day. I will check out your raps, NGS. You and your lovely fiance are a great couple. I enjoyed this. Thanks. See you Monday, Dawn. Thanks for hanging out with us, Glenn. Had a lot of fun.
Yes, we did.
We will do this again.
Even though you called me Lurch, I still love you, man.
Was he calling you Lurch or was he just naming a?
I'm not sure, but you know what? I'm gonna go with you.
You're
calling me Lurch,
projecting is
but,
what you're doing. You're
you know what?
projecting.
Projecting love. Okay, I'm gonna project
Are you
love.
a Care
Hey,
Bear?
whoa, no, do that again.
Wait, are you a
Do it
Care
again?
Bear?
Do that again. Yeah, that's a heart, right?
Yeah,
Now look at your split spade. See how it matches? Because it's a heart.
upside down, bro. It's a D and a B, bro. Okay, it's for David Blaine. You know, look at the hat, bro. Look at the hat, bro.
Flip it upside down.
Now it's a regular spade.
Oh my God, it's a spade.
Oh my god.
Now it's a heart.
You know what? My dad said the same thing, so it's okay.
Oh man, it's because it's a heart.
Bro, we got to talk about that. That video I did with him. He didn't want to do it first, and he
The
when
mirror
he got a
trick.
little intoxicated. He was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." And I was like, "Okay, let me show you this trick." I love that shit. I love that trick right there. That shit is awesome. Is he gone? He
I don't know where he went.
No, I'm right here.
He just took off running.
I can't find it. Man, so the mirror trick. I mean, I have an idea of how it works, but I don't want to say anything and ruin anything.
So I was just helping with the name. You
don't,
couldn't
because it's a if you do know it's a paid effect. I wouldn't say anything, but we can talk privately about it if you like. That's fine.
About the trick he did.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, if you
what's that
like
trick
talk
called?
privately,
The
I will
mirror
talk to you.
world.
Huh?
What's that trick called?
Should I say?
The mirror world. The
I will
Outside.
tell you. If you are interested, you may purchase it.
sounds Mexican.
It does actually. It does. Some of my favorite people are Mexican. Best friend's Mexican.
My best friend's white.
I'm not white, but I look white. Does that count?
Hey, me too.
Yes, her. She looks white, but she's not.
Dude, I get it all the time. Trust me, I get it all the time.
I get told I look Indian, Mexican, Asian, Filipino. I get it all
You're
except white.
basically like my wife. My wife, people think she's Indian. People think she's like all kind of shit, but she's like just Puerto Rican from the island, you know?
Uh-huh. And then when I wear my beanie, people think I'm black sometimes. See, I look like Mos Def. Sure you've heard of him. I get that a lot, especially when I grow my beard out.
Yo, that's good, bro. I can
Right?
see that. You know, I don't think many people do lives for like, isn't this our third one already?
Second.
Are you sure? Because it cut off. I'm pretty sure this is our third.
Hey, you
You cut
cut off. We didn't.
We saw your screen go black and come back on.
Yeah. Good night, Glenn.
See you, Dawn. Not
Not
Lurch.
Lurch. Have a good night. Happy St. Patty's Day. Wear green. Wear green when you wake up. You don't want to get pinched. A sexual assault.
You rang, sir. All right, I gotta stop.
But yeah, no, I'm down to do like this whole podcast thing. I think this is fun. I had a lot of fun
We
here.
honestly need to do this because this is pretty fun. I've had more fun doing this than anything else on YouTube, honestly. And if it's just us talking shit about whatever, I'm down.
Welcome to our TED
I don't care
Talk.
what the
y'all.
subject is. We can make subjects to talk about. You know, we can think of things
Yeah.
for the week. Do one podcast a week. You're interested?
I'm down. I just got to make sure I'm free. Has to be
Yeah.
on the weekend. I mean, I could do weekdays, but I work in the morning, like really early. I mean, you know the struggle. So
I
you're
do, bro.
just the inverse, man. I've worked night shift like for probably 2/3 of my career of living, and going to day shift like I am now, I have yet to adjust. And I've been working day shift for a year now, and my
Yeah.
body's like, nope, can't do
Damn.
that.
That shit sucks, bro. I was gonna switch to day shift, but they had me on a waiting list, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm probably gonna stay on nights.
Where I used to work, everyone wanted to work days because day shift did not give two shits about like the number you'd hit or what you would do all day. And night shift, our job was to make up the numbers that the day shift would miss. So we made the day shift look good, and we had to work harder.
You're talking my language now, because that's exactly what happens at my job.
That's how it always works. Day shift, night shift will always save the ass of day shift in like every job.
You know what I'm doing here? You hit the nail on the head.
Yep, like I said, I've done night shift like my whole life up until this new job that I have. That I've been there for a year. First office job. Yeah.
I'm a nocturnal creature as well.
So yeah,
People
on the
look at
weekends
my
when we
pale
have to
skin and
do it.
think maybe I might be a vampire.
Me too. I got them long canines.
I don't have the long canines, but I definitely got the pale skin. You know, every time I go to the beach, I come back looking like a lobster and shit.
Yeah, it's her.
For a day. Then the next day I'm tan.
I feel your pain. Believe me, I feel your pain.
Do you
Sucks.
peel?
I do.
Damn.
Like a fucking tangerine.
I just get darker, bro. I hate it.
You know what's funny? When I used to, no pun intended, when I used to lay pipe. Okay, go ahead. Just insert your joke. I'm gonna let it happen. Go ahead.
Who are you, Mario?
I know.
Listen to me.
Seriously. But when I used to lay pipe, I used to get really dark and I wouldn't burn. But since I've been on nights for a long time, if I go to the beach now, I'm fucked, basically.
That sounds like you had your chance, bro. You left
I
me,
did.
now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Bro, I was a very caramel color at one point, but now I look like the moon now. Basically. In a
On
nutshell.
a full moon or a new moon?
Depends on how bent over I am.
I like that. I like that. Fuck.
It's not an analogy. Don't even say it's an analogy because it's pretty.
No, it's
Yeah.
I like that you subvert expectations with that one. That was good.
Yeah.
It means like mooning.
It does. It does it exactly. I'm moving on
What are
to
you
the Pink
drinking?
Whitney.
It was Pink Whitney.
Is that yours?
It's not. I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I don't care.
You already got in trouble earlier.
What is this shit?
Fuck.
I don't drink this shit.
Gotta take it like a man.
It's weird. It's like pink lemonade, but
But it's tart.
it tastes like pink lemonade, and I don't want to say profanities. Excuse me.
It's just us here. Go
Tastes like
ahead.
vagina. I feel myself getting softer at the moment as I drink this.
Just pour it back in.
Pour it back.
Then you won't get in
Get a
trouble.
funnel. Pour it back in.
You know what? Food coloring.
Water and pink blue coloring.
Yo, we used to do that back in the day.
Now teenagers would just do water. They wouldn't give two shits about the food coloring.
If it's
That's
clear,
what it is.
this shit
Yeah.
is pink.
This shit is pink. You go buy pink lemonade.
Yeah, get some pink lemonade. Some like Minute Maid pink lemonade. Just pour it in there.
It's a good idea. Nah, I don't give a shit, honestly.
That's the spirit.
You can just buy.
You know what?
pink lemonade.
She's not gonna watch this podcast, so we're good.
It's okay. No one's watching.
This would be the one moment that she like fast forwards to. Like, I wonder what
Bro,
they're talking about.
I love her to death, but I could
Pink
pull a card out of
lightning?
my asshole and she wouldn't give a shit, bro.
Damn, bro.
It's
Sucks
true.
to
It is
suck.
true. She's like the anti magician. I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's crazy.
What did she do?
Well, I can do something really amazing. No, doesn't matter what it is. And she'll be like, "Oh, that's cool."
It's all right. So whenever you do a trick and she's like mind blown, then you know you made it. That's the trick that you have to
I have
make it
done
that way.
that like 3 times. About 3 times. It's
So it's
crazy. I've
possible.
done it about 3 times.
Just
I've been with
very
her for like 6 or 7 years already. I've done it only 3 times.
It's because he's sliding in. Aren't your pop boxes in there though?
Here, let me show you this real quick. Hold on. Rotate.
Do you what? Oh my god. It's looking into my soul.
George. Hey, Georgie boy.
This is George. I'm sure you've seen him in the video or heard him in the videos.
I've definitely heard of it.
George.
Yeah, as we were talking, he just started staring at us. So.
He's definitely looking into my soul. Oh my god, now he's really looking into my soul.
That's George. This is Toka.
Toka. Toka's the one that I've heard before.
Yeah, you've heard both of them. They both meowed.
Okay. But I think most recently Toka is the one that I've heard. I've heard you call out Toka's name.
George was in a recent short for the
Really?
When he walked on.
yeah when he walked onto the mat and like he walked in front of the camera and like rubbed against it.
Okay.
Was it the shiny ones?
I'm gonna have to hide these bottles, guys. I'll be back. I'm gonna hide them.
Oh,
in the trash can.
All right, cool. I got to go pee anyway.
this poor one viewer. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can fix that.
Gee, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hide them very well.
Well, you hid them in the trash. I don't think that would be hidden well, no matter.
I'm
how you
pretty-
hide 'em.
I'm in trouble. They will be seen in the morning sometime.
Unless you take the trash out.
How dare you give me a devilish idea like that? You genius. I'm gonna do it.
And she'll be like, oh my god, he took the trash out. Without being
Well,
asked.
not really, because I do take out the trash, so I won't be
Then-
very
then-
abnormal, which is a good thing.
There you go then.
Let me finish. Damn it, I wish I had more liquor though. I'm not at the level I want to be. I should do another card trick. That's what that says to me. Exactly what it says to me.
All right, I'm back.
He said, I didn't hide them very well. I'm gonna be in trouble tomorrow. I said, unless you take the trash out. And he goes,
That's why I keep her around.
Huh?
That's why I keep her around.
To take out your trash, bro, that's fucked up.
for those big brain moves.
For the big brain, for the wrinkle
Oh,
brain.
okay. Okay, well that obviously makes more sense because what I was thinking of, yeah. Not exactly there.
Can you read this?
No.
No man is an island, an entity unto itself. Is that what it says?
No, entire.
It's blurry.
No man is an island entire unto itself. Entire of itself.
Yeah, this sentence is not a real sentence. I swear to God. No man is an island entire of itself. I feel like that's grammatically incorrect, but I could be wrong. No man is an island entire of itself. No clue. Yeah, so this deck comes with 4 cards, right? So you have the usual, 52 cards and no jokers, but we get these 4 extra cards here. And that was the first one you saw. We get a cut card right here. Just straight red. We get this
It's a poem.
maze.
That's actually pretty cool, though.
Oh, it's a Shakespearean quote. Oh, that's cool. That's why it sounds fucked up.
Pretty much means no one is self-sufficient. Everyone relies on somebody else.
And then this one is like the outskirts of the Overlook Hotel. I mean, like,
That's dope.
For those of you who have made it this far, this is the end of transmission and will conclude episode 1 of the 52 Topics podcast. Thanks for watching.